Show.
Let me ask you this. Okay. In dollars, how much grief you think you're saving by not having to dance with Joy? Because I'd like that, too.
There's no grief with Joy. She's settled on the fact that I'm going to do this. She's not happy about it, but she's already made plans with one of her friends.
And you think there's nothing else that's going to happen
There's
after...
nothing else I can do. If I'd done something personally to do this and say, if I come up to her and go, you know what, I don't care what Russ says. Russ says, come on out and be with us. Yeah, I'm saying you stay your ass home. Then I could see. But there's absolutely no... You've made the rule, and that's it.
But what I'm saying is, you think after you dance Friday night, let's say you dance.
She'll ask what happened, and I'll tell her, and that'll be the end of it. That's all I can do. I'm not.
You're going to tell her everything?
Of course. The video's going to come out.
We're not going to put everything in the video. I'm not running the new fine arts. I don't have enough sections.
No.
Because we're going to cover them all.
All righty. Well, nothing's going to happen with me.
So you think there's no fallout afterwards? No questions, no jealousy. You're not going to be pissy about anything.
You really can't.
It doesn't come up in therapy the next morning.
Oh, it will.
Oh, it might.
Oh, yeah.
It might. It very well might. But I mean, this is my job. I have to do this.
That doesn't make any difference. And it's still, grief still comes along regardless. We already figured that one out. You decide between now and 7 what you think that's worth to you.
$1,000.
And the grief. You think one package.
Yeah.
All right. Dwell on it.
Okay.
And then we'll reconvene just before 7. Don't want to take any of these?
Can't wait.
Line 8.
Okay. Leave your hands up longer next time. I'm 45. Hold them up. Yes, Julie.
It's not fair to Chloe and Dan because they can't afford to pay their way out.
You guys want JD to buy you out too?
No.
Why?
I didn't offer that.
It's not fair. She's right. It's not fair. It's like you turned Dan and Chloe into coloreds.
No, I haven't. No.
Take advantage of us being poor.
Yeah.
Big fat effort.
Blow up my levees, you fat ass.
Well, I've looked at the video from last year because I produced some teasers, video teasers people could look at from stuff from previous years. You looked okay. You're on stage, you're tweaking your nipples, you dressed up like the Indian from the village people.
Yeah.
You got chicks, you're laying on the stage, chicks are biting at your leg. What's the issue?
It's just a little different. It's the stage, it's the club, it's the number of people there, it's the 300 pounds, it's a little bit of everything.
You're making me hard.
When do you take this Cialis, by the way? Now or later?
I don't know. Why?
I just wondered, what's the time control?
I don't know that I'm really concerned about needing it.
Okay.
I will have some.
All right.
Just so I make sure that no one goes unserved.
I see.
Anything else, Tassos?
No, I guess that's it. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit better about it now as opposed to I was earlier today, but I actually prepared more this year. Well, except for the working out and dieting part, I actually went tan this year, and I did the V on my back and all that, so there's no hair like there was last year. And so,
except for taking care of myself. Yeah. I'm all over this.
Ramped up. Jesus.
And, even a couple percent of that, big money.
I already have profit sharing. The stock ain't worth the scrotum. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what they gave us?
Oh, yes.
Well, you want profit sharing in cash.
I'm talking profit sharing on your individual show, not the company.
Oh.
That way you have a vested interest.
I already have a vested interest.
Well,
It's the pride in the product that I put out.
And you do a great job of that.
Mm. All right, find out if this weekend is still necessary.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm open to flying up there.
Great. Thanks, Russ. I really appreciate the teamwork.
You're welcome. Hey, we got you some hair.
What?
When Dr. Toledo was here, we got you some hair. You allergic to dogs? I gotta go. that's not totally out of the question.
That might be interesting.
Coming up at 9. You don't really have to get up and do that much show prep because you really kind of already did everything.
Yep, you're ready to go, and you can cover anything that happened the night before that morning.
Yeah. Who's that?
It's Rob's mom.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes?
You do not talk to her.
Okay.
When did you want me tomorrow to finish up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Russ?
Yeah?
Yes. Is this Russ?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey, I know we still had some of that coochie left, and we had a lot of area left to cover. What time did you want me up there tomorrow?
Tell her 4 o'clock.
About 4?
4 would be good. That'd work for me.
Okay, tell her bye.
Okay. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
With anticipation.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Very nice. What is it, Rob? What do you want?
Oh, there isn't.
What? I see you. What do you want?
She's not coming up.
She wants to come up. How come you don't want her coming up?
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Because you always take it too far.
How did I take it too far? If she got offended or didn't have a good time, then I took it too far.
Right.
Did she have fun?
She said she did. On the way out, she said, thank you. I had a great time.
No, she didn't have fun.
She did, too. She said so in the office.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
You asked her if she liked anal.
Yeah, you did. And you
No,
asked
I
her,
did.
You
No, I
asked her
didn't.
if her vibrator was wooden. Yeah, you did.
I don't know what you're laughing about, Trey.
Yeah.
See? Everything going around about Trey and his mom and now my mom and George. All that's funny. It ain't funny when Mama Riddlemoser comes up and gets her a nice handful of balls.
She did.
And then tomorrow she's going to get the chicken.
Yeah. Good. Glad my mom's dead.
The Russ Martin Show.
Damn, I knew it. I told you, I could listen. I could tell by listening to the audio that Shaky didn't get his side of the sombrero lit. Good, Everett, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I laughed so hard about that going on last night.
I'm laughing and I don't even know what happened. Chuck constructed. It's new on the Wheel of Punishment.
Okay.
It's the Sombrero de Fuego.
The sombrero of fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Fire. So he got a construction hat from Home Depot.
Okay.
Mounted a motor on top of it.
Sure.
And then mounted the sombrero to that.
Of course.
Now this sombrero will spin.
Right.
So then we put rockets on the top.
Okay.
Light both sides.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Spins. Fiesta. Dan and Trey are out there, and they're both supposed to light their respective sides.
Sure.
Hey, you can hear. Give me a lighter. You hear this? Hear this in the background. That would be Dan. That's a one time.
Right.
You hear this? Just nonstop.
Right.
And I told JD half of that hat didn't get lit. And here it is from last night.
Yeah.
There.
You're right.
Burned half?
There's Dan's side.
Right.
There's Shaky's.
Pristine. Fire hadn't been anywhere near it.
Dan, how are you guys? Who's on the hotline?
It's one of the wrong number of things again.
How are you guys syncing up, lighting the sombrero?
They counted down. I mean, we heard them. 1, 2, 3, light. And Dan goes,
Yeah.
burn. And as Dan begins to go, you can hear him still clicking.
Maybe he'll catch it the next time around.
He was so rattled when he came in. Russ goes, all right, what happened? He goes,
It's almost to the point to where when he gets rattled, he's almost worse than Stuttering John from Stern Show.
Yeah, he is. Because he told me.
At least Stuttering John makes noise. He'll talk, words will come out. Trey just...
He knew he was in trouble when he came in. Because Russ goes, well, what happened? How was it?
Nothing.
Russ goes, somebody tell me what happened.
Here's what it looks like when the sombrero's spin.
Okay.
I want to wear that today.
Here, I'll put it on so you get the effect. Okay?
Yeah.
Where's the button?
Right there.
All right.
I've never seen that before.
Neither we. Truck came walking around the corner. Man in his mid-50s walks through past these windows with a spinning sombrero and his melon.
Very nice. Well done, Chuck.
Yeah, we may put him in charge of things like that.
Yeah, he certainly knows how to do it.
We put the video on my website, so that's there now.
Oh, cool. I'll check that out when I get home.
Well, we'll probably do it again live.
Excellent. Even better.
Where is Mel?
I just thought of a reason why he ought to be in the band.
Why?
Well, you know how Mel stutters, but when he's singing, it's all good.
Yeah. Trey could be in the band and tell us what's going on. One burger.
A meeting.
Didn't he used to do their spot?
Yes,
I think
he
so.
did. Yes, he did. He's at a meeting for Operation Kindness.
Well, that would started at 2.
He said he'd be here by 4.
No, we didn't know how long it was going to last. Yeah.
What's up with that?
The advisory board, not the executive board,
Right.
Yeah, we'll just call it the
one you're on.
Well, there are 2 different boards. There's the real one, the board of directors.
Right.
Those are the ones that let Johnny resign.
Yes.
There's the advisory board that's just honorary. We have really no power, and they decided to have a meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, last I heard, they were agreeing to meet with members of the advisory board individually. What's transpired since then?
Nothing.
So
No meetings called, nothing. Finally, the advisory, and again, I don't know why. If the advisory board really has no power, and according to the bylaws, the board of directors, the real one,
right,
can dissolve the advisory board with a pen stroke.
Really?
So they can show up and go, all right, we want these things done. We want Johnny back. Really? All right, hold on a second. I can't hear you.
I'd like you to leave.
You don't exist. Go away.
None of you.
So I don't get the reason for the meeting. But I think Johnny was either going to be there, she was going to be on the phone, so I thought it was important for Trey to go.
Oh, good. Good. Well, hopefully it'll be productive.
What's going to happen?
Well, I don't know.
They can, it would be like a congressional, what is it when they decide that they're going to send a message? Yeah, message to the White House that carries no weight.
Oh.
Anybody know what?
Resolution?
Yeah, one of those.
Oh.
Yeah. Advisory board can issue a resolution, and then the board of directors just You don't exist.
Scratch them off.
Yeah. Any suggestions from you? Tim Powers has looked at the bylaws for Operation Kindness, and there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, without seeing the bylaws, I wouldn't really be able to respond.
Who owns Operation Kindness?
It's a corporation. It's a 501c3. It's like my foundation. So it's I don't know who's on the.
I was wondering what it would cost to buy it and get rid of these bozos.
I don't think you can buy a charity.
Yeah, it's a charitable organization.
It's like with my foundation, I'm on the board of directors. I think Trey is, and are you ever?
No.
I think we had to have 3 people, maybe Chloe.
Okay.
We just put names down.
Sure.
I don't think there's a way to even take over a charity, be it pleasantly or hostile.
I understand.
Yeah, you just can't ramrod a charity.
Okay. What if you opened up another shelter
next door,
a block away, and adopted all the dogs?
I never thought about that. That way the dogs
don't suffer
and the cats come out of the equation.
Right.
Because really that's what they've got over us now, the board of advisors, is you don't want to bag on the shelter because the animals are still there. It's the new people on the board of directors that some of them need to go to sleep.
Just wondered. Just a thought.
And I don't think you've been around to hear this. I noticed one of the new guys on the board, I think he's the vice president.
Yeah.
In his day job, he works for a company that goes in and restructures companies.
Oh, great. Well, there you go. There's your answer.
And you look at their website,
it's just business
whoever this
model.
company is, they either go in, counsel, and offer suggestions, or they just take over companies and then restructure, which is exactly what's going on with Operation Kindness.
Unbelievable. But it certainly answers some questions.
Well, it explains how it started.
Right.
Because those two things are beyond coincidental.
Sure.
But I didn't think about adopting all the animals and just putting them in another shelter.
Yeah. One that you own yourself or operate yourself. But Johnny in charge, she's proven herself as to be able to make money and make things grow.
Well, what is it, Dan?
Oh, well, for one, I was to scratch my eye, but 2, JD's right. If you were to do that, that would be one of the few things that you would ever be involved in that you really wouldn't have to worry about day-to-day anything because she would be in charge of it and you wouldn't have to worry about it as much as anything else.
I just don't know what the startup costs would be.
I would guess.
Because you just don't get an empty building and start shoving dogs in there. You just have to worry about sanitation and making sure they have enough room for everything.
Johnny would know all those things.
Sure she would.
I don't even know if that's something she wants to start new again. She did this once 22 years ago, building up a shelter. Is that really something you want to start again 2 decades later?
Maybe not.
She's learned a lot. I mean, over the past 22 years, it's not as though it would be starting anew. Sure. And she would have the template there and someone to back her and lots of support.
Door. Right next door.
Well, I was looking into an auto shop, but I guess I can look at this.
Why do you look to the auto shop? You can have it a bar.
Nah, the bar ain't going to happen.
Are you looking at a bar again?
No.
Okay.
I was, and then something happened in the Middle East, and I gave up on it again.
Good call.
If Trey even thinks about making a phone call about the bar of a location that looks pretty good,
yeah.
All of a sudden, the oil prices go up.
Yeah. Iran starts shooting missiles. Russ Martin has a bar? Start one.
But the automotive center sounds like it would make more sense.
Why? Because obviously you have cars.
Well, I could get Daryl to run it.
Okay. Yes.
He's got most of the equipment to open one up. Startup costs are low. All you got to do is find a location, and it would be someplace you'd go, and you don't come out with an estimate wondering, did I get dicked around?
So this would be like a lube place? I mean, it would be...
Kind of like a good year where they do, maintenance, but if you need something major, they could do that as well.
Okay.
Full service mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay. Transmission work?
Ooh.
Yeah, why?
What Flo said
Ooh, transmission stuff is just very tricky, and it's
then you send it out.
Exactly.
Thank you. I got these things handled. Okay, cool. There's certain things you do in-house, certain things you just send out.
From time to time, you could display one of the cars.
Yeah.
Draw people in? Absolutely.
So that was something else.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Not a place we'd all go to hang out like the bar would have been, but...
Well, we might
still get a liquor license.
Have a nice sitting area. Maybe serve French fries.
There's no reason why you can't get a liquor license at some type of lube place.
At a car place?
Yeah, forget the
Just have them attached?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Take the food out of the equation.
Yeah.
I got no time for that. Just get a liquor license with the body shop.
Sounds great. That way people have something to do. You know, that's the worst thing in the world. You're waiting on your car. Got nothing to do. Yeah.
Leave with 7 tires.
Not to mention all the extra stuff you could sell him.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Everett is seeing nothing but dollar signs right now because he'd have his number up all over that shop. DWI.
Yeah, take this with you.
What's line 1, Dan?
Oh, she just had an idea of something else Johnny could do job-wise.
All right. How are we doing, Chloe? Yes, Debbie.
Hi. Johnny, gee, she's so great at what she does, and the city of Dallas' shelter is a trash pile. Why couldn't she either become a consultant or we could approach the city of Dallas and say, hey, look, we want a no-kill shelter here in this city. And it's a do situation. There are too many people that love animals. I would be more than willing to donate money on a monthly basis just to keep it as a no-kill shelter.
I don't know if the city has the funds to do that.
Well, and even if they did,
Thanks, Debbie.
I'm sure have to go through the city council. And the other thing is, do you really want to get mired in city government with something like this? Because then
I don't know how the Dallas shelter functions. I don't know if the city of Dallas watches over it on a day-to-day basis or they hire people and say, here, do this.
I don't know the answer.
All right. Anything else before we get to news?
Somebody wants to know about the white trash party.
March 14th, Nokia. Next.
All righty. Somebody else says,
Dan, tickets are on sale.
Who's headlining?
We are.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I figured out why you seem to have a problem with Tim Powers and his wife. We made that the promo, by the way. He's older than you. And
the promo from yesterday?
Younger hot chick than you do, yeah.
I remember talking about that yesterday.
Wasn't that yesterday, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, load it.
The Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
That's got to be the only reason that she's with him. I liked him. He does a lot of free legal work for me. Mm-hmm. I'd probably have him officiate the wedding.
Perfect.
There's no reason why he should be able to have sex with her.
Because, again, I go back to, you don't get it, just love. It's not about money. It's not about things. It's not about power. It's not about who owns what. It's
all right, I know how this ends.
Dollar thrust.
Dollar thrust.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Chloe.
Well, he's got like a woodpecker.
Join the afternoon treehouse. The Russ Martin Show from 3.
I don't like that voice guy.
No, I don't either. He's just flat. Even in his most dynamic, he's not. They just say you're jealous anyway. He's older than you.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a hot younger chick.
Oh, if I could have Loretta?
Mm-hmm. Stop it.
I could put up with that dinginess.
She's sweet. You know that Russ has now embraced his marriage and set a date.
Really? I did not know that. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
When are you getting married?
Chuck?
27th.
September 27th.
Of 2008.
Yeah.
You're not kidding?
No.
Well, good for you, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
They wanted to get the dogs involved in the ceremony, and they wanted to do it.
This was my fault.
What do you mean?
She waited until I got drunk and lorazepam last Friday.
Right.
Brings it up. I don't even know how I got sucked into it. And then she said, well, do we do it this year? Do we do it next year? So, well, if you want the dogs involved, Abby's 13 or 14. That's not something you'd probably want to gamble with. So we should probably do it this year.
Wow.
And then I go to bed. I forget about it. I get up the next morning. I get a congratulatory email from Rob. I remember what happened, and I went in the bedroom and I beat her.
A natural reaction.
So now he has embraced it, though. He feels good about it.
Well, good. You should. She's a great lady, man. You've been together a long time. She loves you. You live together.
Have the discussion about where you're going to have it last night? Because she says she don't want to have it at that house.
No, that didn't come up.
Okay.
We did exchange Valentine's stuff, and I went to bed.
Very nice. What did you get for her? Or what did Gavin order for you?
Some stuff from, how'd you know that?
Because I walked by his office and I heard him describing on the phone to whoever it was.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
they had some stuff laid out. I walked in, I bought it, went home.
Very nice.
Good.
But then I had to sneak it in the house. Otherwise, she would have known. I just went and got it. So I leave it in the motor court.
Yeah.
I go in. We have a conversation. She said, "You want to do Valentine's?" Well, yeah, I got to go to the bedroom first. I go out the bedroom window.
You did not.
I go around the front of the house. I go into the motor court. I have to crawl across the concrete to get to the truck, back out, back around through the window.
Been funny if she'd been waiting for you in the bedroom. Can I hold the window for you, babe?
Did you keep the receipt? So they did that. What'd you get, Joy?
We weren't supposed to do anything last night.
Well, that was what I thought, and I still got something.
Well, I didn't know it. You got something because your chick lives with you. She wasn't supposed to be there. She calls me right after the show. She goes, "Don't come home till 8:30. I'm like, "Why? You're supposed to be home." She goes, No, big surprise. I come home to balloons and a massage table and candles and dipped strawberries, and she's singing in the karaoke machine, making me sick, and cigars and cologne.
She's singing, ruining the moment.
all I had was the Papa John's heart-shaped pizza.
The one that they sent out yesterday about 4 o'clock? You took that one?
Yes.
You told me if I was going to get one for Amy to bust a nut and go get a hot one.
That's all I had. It was literally last minute. She didn't tell me till 7:15 that she was doing something for me.
You had time to get something.
I didn't have any. What am I going to get at that point?
Lingerie seems to be the easiest.
It's her fault. We had things planned for Saturday. So it's her fault I didn't have anything for her.
Yeah. And I'm sure she understood.
Yeah, I keep telling her that.
She gave me a nice massage and a little bath. It was good. Hot bath running. It was nice.
She rubs you naked?
No, I had on an army suit. Yeah, of course I was naked.
She on any kind of medication?
No.
Is she dizzy?
No.
Did she fall?
No, she didn't.
Some type of head trauma?
No.
Hematoma?
She's not.
She rubs you naked?
Yes.
It's gross.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This email says, "Why don't you let Amy have the wedding wherever the hell she wants to?"
Because she's not paying for it.
Seems like she's
not paying for it. Because she's not paying for it.
At least
she's not paying for it.
Be open to some suggestions besides your house.
She's not paying for it.
Look,
nobody's paying for it but me.
I understand.
I get to pick.
The girl is never.
She's not paying for it.
Leave the country. She's never going to travel. She's never going anywhere but that house. Give her one day out of the house.
All right. I'm not showing up.
There's some really beautiful places.
It is an absolute abject waste of cash to spend 30, 40 grand on a wedding, especially something that's it's not tangible. You don't walk away with something, and you don't know how long it's going to last.
Hopefully it'll last a long time, but it's a memory. It's like a vacation.
It's a memory regardless of where you do it.
And you don't have to spend that kind of money to do it somewhere else. You can do it far less expensively for less money, if that's your wish. But it doesn't sound like...
I wish that.
Well, that can be done.
I know where to have it.
VFW Post?
No, the place we had the poker tournament.
Well, that way we don't have to bring cigarettes.
No,
we'll have one.
Awesome. What? The place, I can't remember the name of it. The place we had the poker tournament out on the lake. That's what they do there. It's weddings. It's got a little...
What was the name of the place, John? You were there? Oh, that's right.
That was Traysdale.
Oh, okay.
But I know right where it is. It's on Lake Grapevine, and they've got a little wedding gazebo.
Underwater?
Well, it's not anymore. The water's receded.
Okay.
They fixed it in a little walkway. That's what they do there. Perfect. And I'll bet you she's a listener. She cut you a deal.
Lots of great places. Dallas Arboretum would be another beautiful place to have a wedding.
What do you guys have against veterans?
Nothing.
Especially at foreign wars.
VFW Hall.
Why?
Just because.
Give them something to do.
No, this is a memory for you two.
It's always funny to watch them smoke.
Yeah. Certainly spruce up the wedding pictures.
What kind of filter did you use on those? King size?
Yeah.
Mostly Kent.
It'd be great later. I recognize most of the people, but who's that guy with no teeth or eyes?
Grandpa, shush.
We need a break here. What is it, Dan?
The name of the place was Paradise Cove.
Yeah. They donated everything when we did that Texas.
They've got it all.
She donated food, alcohol. Didn't ask for airtime, didn't want anything.
They got the area out. They could put chairs outside if it was nice.
So does the VFW Post.
No, they don't. They don't have the gazebo and the view. That'd be beautiful. That would be beautiful, and it's close to your house.
All right. I want to take any of these.
Yeah, line 1's confused.
Yes, Mary.
What happened to the tradition of the bride's family paying for the wedding?
They're not going to have the cash for that.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's going to fall back on me. Nobody's really addressed that, but I know how that's going to play out.
You're such a nice guy.
I ain't paying for it.
You're such a nice guy. He's new.
That's why I get to pick the place.
Yeah. I think Paradise Cove's a great idea.
So is VFW post.
It's not no VFW post with people smoking, playing dominoes.
Well, it'll have an earthy feel to it.
That sounds like fun. I'm already there.
Yeah.
No.
Bones and smokes.
Can we break here? Yes. Okay.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
I don't understand.
Well, some people call it 21.
All right.
Because blackjack is 21. It's, when your first two cards are, for example, a 10 and an ace, or a face card and an ace. That's 21.
Well, where did the term 21 come from?
It's really more of a misnomer because all blackjacks are 21, but not all 21s are blackjack. The goal of the game is to
you
get
can win
blackjack.
with the 21 that's not a blackjack.
You can, but it doesn't pay 3 to 2 like blackjack does. And blackjack's, a guaranteed winner unless the dealer has it too in the same hand. In other words, you get blackjack and you have $10 on the table, you get paid $15. If, on the other hand, you draw it to 21 and prevail, you just get $10 back, not 15.
Got it?
Well, because blackjack...
Oh, hey, stop. What? Let me do traffic. And then...
Okay.
What two cards do you get for a blackjack?
An ace and a face, or an ace and a 10.
Okay, but I can get a 21 with a bunch of number cards.
You can draw out to 21, but that's not blackjack. That's only 21.
I win. I only get my $10 back.
Well, no, you get an additional 10.
Oh, okay.
On top of the 10 you bet.
All right. I got it.
Now I get it.
Why were we talking about that?
Because you're going to play blackjack with your skull cans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You and Trey.
What you do is you take the last digit. All the skull cans have date on the back.
Okay.
So you take the last digit of the date, like this one I'm holding.
Okay.
Is March 8th. So this would be an 8. This one is a 19th. This would be a 9. So like if I got both of those, what's that, 17?
Yeah.
And I would stay on that.
Yeah.
Because if I took another one, there's a 9.
That's a bust can.
Thank you.
Why don't we just play with cards? We have cards.
We got more of these.
Okay, that's true.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
Well, I've got Don Davis Auto.
Free deal.
And on eastbound I-30 before Ridge Road in Rockwall, the left lane's blocked by a crash. Traffic is backed up for several miles across the lake all the way to Bass Pro, which was Chaha. On southbound 35 at Royals, you've got 3 lanes blocked. Traffic is backed up to Sandy Lake. Northbound is slow from Walnut Hill. In Fort Worth, eastbound 20, it's Business 287. The 2 right lanes are blocked. It's heavy from Oak Grove Road. Also in Fort Worth, southbound 820 at Wilbarger, the exit is blocked. In Frisco, southbound 121 past Hillcrest, there's a stalled vehicle. And that's going to be it. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. Chilly tonight, 44 for the overnight low, into the mid-50s tomorrow with some more storms. We have 42 now at Live 105.3.
All right. Anything before news?
Oh, we'll get to those emails.
Okay, now. Dan, you ready?
I'm set.
What is it, Cliff?
I think Everett needs to hear the new voice guy. They were thinking about...
for the Wheel of Punishment?
Wheel of Punishment. I'm sorry, yes.
What's the deal with the new voice guy?
We decided to do descriptions of when you have to spin the wheel.
Okay.
Instead of us telling you what it is, we have the voice guy do it.
Sounds cool.
This is the guy from KLLI, because the one we have here is useless.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Well, you've heard the voice guy here.
Yeah, I have.
this one.
Hey, you might as well drive to and from work laughing, right? Jagger Mornings, Russ Martin Afternoons. KLLI HD1.
He sounds very disinterested.
Yeah.
Hey, you might as well, And this is the guy from KRLD.
All right.
You won Russell Tell. You've won.
He does several reads.
All right.
You've won Russell Tell. You'll be blindfolded while Russ shoots a plethora of exciting items from your head. You'll be blindfolded while Russell shoots a plethora of exciting items from your head.
Sounds more festive.
He does sound very excited about this.
Yeah.
While Russ shoots a plethora of exciting.
In a second here, he stops.
Yeah.
And makes a comment, and he goes to his normal voice.
Okay.
Listen.
If it's kind of the William Tell thing, I presume it's to your head, but I'm not sure what the gag is here. But I'm going to give you one about blindfolded to your head. Here you go.
Well, it doesn't change very much.
While Russ shoots a plethora of exciting items are hurled toward you. Luck! Because of your blunder, you've got a VIP pass to Tickle Fest. You're about to laugh until it really hurts. Sit back and relax as we count your ribs and tickle the out of you. Good luck.
Now, do you know that bit, Everett?
No.
The rib counting?
No, I don't.
Dan's dad used to do that to him as a kid.
As a subterfuge for tickling him.
Yeah, he'd hold him down. Dan, come do it to Everett.
Oh, okay, sure.
Are you ticklish?
So.
Take your jacket off.
Yeah. I don't really have any place to put it. I'll let him do it like this.
All right, Dan, get him.
Is this going to hurt?
No.
Okay. It's actually quite gentle.
Go ahead.
All right. Put your arms up like that for me.
So he can find a rib.
What are you going to do to me?
He's just going to count your ribs.
All right, hang on. Let me find one here. Okay, here we go. Wait, that's a bad one. Hang on. One.
Is that not ticklish?
Two. Not tickling?
No, sorry.
It was bald.
1, 2.
No doubt.
Hey, do it to JD for you.
No, I've done it before. Don't.
At least everyone can see how it works.
Okay, I see the
God.
principle.
Jesus H.
On normal people.
Mother of pearl.
Ooh, thanks. One. Three.
Stop.
I need to get the other side.
Please stop.
Yeah, let it.
Please stop. No more.
I'd rather do this to Gavin than actually hold him down.
Do that.
Oh, God.
Gavin,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just going over. I got the final voice guy stuff for your Wheel of Punishment.
Oh, come in here and let us hold you down.
What?
Just come in here.
For what?
Just come in here and let us hold you down.
It makes no sense.
I understand. We're not going to hurt you. Just come in and let us hold you down.
I've heard that before.
I swear.
I couldn't even tell anything was happening, Gavin.
Don't slam the paper down like you don't want to come in here. All right, grab him when he comes in. Okay. You're going to have to help him. Lay on the floor on your back. Go hold him down.
On my back?
Yeah, that'd be the other side. Nipples up. You got him good, John?
Make sure he doesn't kick me.
Claw, hold his legs. Don't let him up.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Two. Three.
I've never never heard him laugh like that. It's borderline maniacal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got an asinine visual in my head of some retard about to take over the world.
Dump the body.
I like the ramp up. It's just kind of subtle.
So 6 and 7 were the money ribs.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Apparently, JD's really sensitive higher up on his rib cage, whereas Gavin seemed to be more so lower down.
Flo, are you ticklish?
I think so. Yeah, I'm a little ticklish.
Get him down.
Come here, buddy.
Okay. Thank you. That's where the rib counting came from.
Very nice.
Rodeo.
Got a VI pass to Tickle Fest. You're about to laugh until it really hurts. Sit back and relax as we count your ribs and tickle the out of you. Good luck. Like Mexican, we hope you do, because you've been selected to play Jalapeno in the A-hole. Like Mexican, we hope you do, because you've been selected to play Jalapeno in the A-hole. A gorgeous hand-grown jalapeno is about to be inserted into your hole. Ouch! Good luck. Like Mexican?
Let me jump up to the job.
Yes.
Water. It's time for you to receive a plate job. You'll have a crystal clear view of some nice poo through the bowl that we've provided. Enjoy the view.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Yeah, let me start this one.
Water. It's time for you to receive a plate job. You'll have a crystal clear view of some nice poo through the bowl that we've provided. Enjoy the view and good luck.
I like the little thrust there at the end.
Yeah.
With the and.
Job. You'll have a crystal clear view of some nice poo through the bowl that we've provided. Enjoy the view and good luck.
I think it was the last one I liked. Let me what this one is.
You will do the Mexican hot dance. You'll wear a nice sombrero, mounted on a turntable, equipped with maravilloso spinning rockets. Buena suerte, gringo. It's time for El Sombrero de Fuego.
I like that.
Yeah. He's good. Especially the tail end.
And good luck. and good luck.
All right. Ready for news, Dan? Okay. I want to take any of those.
One is very pertinent.
Yes, Jeffrey.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
I have got a box of fireworks that I am never going to be able to use, and wondering if you guys would want them.
What do you got?
Well, some of the usual junk, like a bunch of firecrackers and, pretty big-sized rockets. But I got this one thing. It's like the size of a dinner plate and about 4 inches tall. And I'm afraid to even light it. I don't know what it does.
What does it say on it?
Well, I haven't looked at it in a while. I think it's going to be some sort of like a whole, 100 Roman candles, all at once kind of thing.
It's one of those presentation ones where you light it and it does a variety of things.
Where'd you get that?
My brother-in-law gave it to me on the pretense that I was holding it for him, and I ended up just keeping it.
Oh. Yes, we'd love to have it.
You would? Okay. Well, I'll slide him by in about an hour.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, bud.
All right. What's line 2?
Oh, about our Tickle Fest.
Oh. Yes, Joe.
Hey, boss. I love you guys and everything, but that is frickin' gay. I never want to hear that again.
Why?
Oh, come on. Guys tickling guys, especially Gavin's weird frickin' laugh. Come on.
Sorry. I have to drag Gavin back in here.
Yeah. That was the strangest laugh he's ever come up with.
Yeah, it was, what as funny as it was disturbing.
Yeah, very, very disturbing. Like he's planning
Well, it was like one of the retarded kids, the bag boys, and the story just paid them, with their Funyuns. And he's counting them.
I'm rich.
Yeah. All right, Dan set.
All set.
Did you do illegal? All right, 4:08. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. News is, of course, brought to us by Autorama, where you can meet Claude this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. That's at the Autorama at Dallas Market Hall all this weekend. And again, Claude will be there on Sunday from 2 to 4. Friday, February 15th, 2008. Birthdays today. Matt Groening is 54. Jane Seymour is 57 and still hot. Harvey Korman is 81. Chris Farley would have been 44 today, but he screwed that up. On Saturday, Andy Taylor turns 47. He's from Duran Duran. John McEnroe turns 49. Also on Saturday, Ice-T turns 50. And LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow turns 51. On Sunday, Paris Hilton turns 27. Kelly Carlson turns 32. Michael Jordan, 45, as well as Larry the Cable Guy. And Lou Diamond Phillips turns 46. The man who gunned down 5 people at Northern Illinois University in a suicidal rampage became erratic after halting his medication and carried a shotgun to campus inside a guitar case.
Did they say what he was taking that he would react so dramatically when he would stop?
They never have listed exactly yet what he was taking.
Yeah, and all this information is still just coming out in very small chunks, bits and pieces.
I have some audio from some of the students, if you care.
All right, go ahead with what you got down while I load this.
That's all right. Cut number 24.
The man, 27-year-old former student Stephen Kazmierczyk, who was also wielding 3 handguns during yesterday's ambush inside a lecture hall. 2 of the weapons, the pump-action shotgun and a 9mm handgun, were purchased legally less than a week ago on February 9th. Kazmierczyk had a valid firearms owner's identification card, which is required for all Illinois residents who buy or possess firearms.
Audio here?
Yeah, this is just a kind of a montage of some of the students and what they saw.
The class is Geology 104. It's Ocean Science. It's a giant auditorium. It's a gen ed. There's like 120 to 130 people in there, I want to say. And I was sitting there. We had 10 minutes left of class, taking notes.
I saw some of this on CNN. I can't even put myself in that position knowing that I've got nothing I can do. I can't defend myself. I can't go anywhere. All I got to do is lay here and I hope he either runs out of ammo or gets bored.
And the chances of you getting up and running, you make yourself even more so a target.
All of a sudden, I just see this man out of the corner of my eye. He just seemed to appear. He was dressed all in black. He had a black ski cap on. And then I saw him shoot, and he aimed it at our professor.
There's a door behind where the professor is up on a stage, and apparently he came through the door with a shotgun and started shooting people. And once he was done with that, he went to a pistol and started shooting people that way.
Almost like nerve-wracking, almost like surreal. You weren't sure if it was positive, it was real or not, or anything like that. You just hear somebody say it's shooting, so you start running too.
Everyone dropped down to the ground. It's like movie theater style seating. I could see people through the seats.
I'm even a bigger supporter now. When a college kid turns 21, you let them get a handgun permit. You let them take that gun to class.
Well, what about metal detectors in colleges? I mean, it would seem that's the next logical step. It's what happened with courthouses.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, all right, so you have metal detectors. The guy comes running in. He shoots the guy at the metal detector.
Well, sure. I mean, it's not fail-safe, but I'm just thinking that's probably next. I mean, don't you?
At the courthouse, you also have a bunch of sheriff's officers and people like that are going to have guns around. At a college campus, you're not. You're right. Russ is correct. You walk in, you kill the one guy that's
going to call for help.
Yeah, and then again, now you know for sure nobody's got a gun inside.
My only concern would be as far as metal detectors on a college campus. Sure, it makes sense for a courthouse because it's somewhat small. It's in one building. A college campus, even small ones, are going to be spread out, multiple buildings with multiple entrances, multiple floors. I don't even know what the logistics of that would be for any college campus, let alone a major one.
Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of different buildings and so forth. It just seems that, what is the next logical security step? And that
I would say to let the ones that are of age be able to carry a weapon inside the campus. There's no reason not to. I don't know what the argument is for the other side, but it doesn't make any sense.
No. And again, 21 or older, that way you never have any idea who's going to have one, who's not. But there's a good chance somebody will.
The downside you mentioned, no idea how to argue the other side. The only thing I could think of, trying to think about that today, was when I heard that this guy, so far they know, got 2 of his guns a week ago legally. The only thing that does is it helps, gun nut people that want to just repeal any sort of gun rights. He got his legally as opposed to illegally. So
I don't care where he got them. That doesn't come into play as far as arming students.
That was an odd part of the story. Yeah, he got his guns legally. Okay.
Yeah, the result is still the same.
Yeah, if you steal them, so the result's the same.
Well, now that probably the NRA is going to go back and go, see, the waiting period really is of no use. We might as well eliminate that.
It's a political move at this point.
And I got no problem with the waiting time. There's never an instance where I got to have a gun immediately.
No, because you have several.
Whether I had them or not, I never had to have one that day. So I don't care if I got to wait a week, 2 weeks.
I go back to the whole thing is, when did all this happen? Why? Because the
shootings?
Yeah, we grew up in school. No one ever even dreamed of this. And now you hear it 2 or 3 times a year. No one ever thought of it. Never crossed my mind.
Well, and that's just it. Now that it has become a phenomenon, it's going to have to be addressed on a security level at some point, in some way.
I just wonder what, and of course there's no answer to the question, what happened to make people just do insane things like this?
Well, you've had it before. You had the in Austin, the clock tower.
True.
You had a guy go up there with a rifle and started picking people off.
60s.
These things don't happen. Well, they are starting to happen every year.
Right.
So you're right. It could be the advent of availability of more guns. I don't know. But to go back and put a ban on guns isn't going to change anything. I want to kill somebody. I'm going to go find a gun someplace. There's a black market. Somebody will sell me damn near anything I want. So again, you got to have a few more guns inside the campus so they know that it's just not cheap.
Random. Again, you go back to the airline mentality, which is who knows where the air marshals are, what they look like.
And I was listening to Ernie and Jay, and some guy called and said there was a shooting in a courtroom. A couple officers got it. I said, okay, well, obviously, does that mean we need more guns because the officers got it? Well, the analogy with that doesn't work with a college campus because the guy went in and knew the people to pick off came in behind him, killed the 2 officers. They had uniforms on. They had guns on their hips. They were easy to spot. You go into a classroom, you don't know who's got what, whether the room's totally void or everybody's got a piece. There's a chance somebody's got something.
Yeah.
And you don't just own that room nonstop.
I can just hear the people that are against guns screaming at the top of their lungs. This is not the solution. Arming everybody is not the solution.
Yeah, the hell it is.
No, it's not, because they're going to come up with statistics and everything else. The more guns we have, that's when more people get killed.
Had there been one gun, just one, in that Amish community, you could at least pick that guy off before he killed a bunch of those kids.
Again, we go back to the church in Fort Worth.
Now the Amish community, that's their own choice, so that's really no consequence here.
And the church deal in Fort Worth, same deal. He knew there would be no resistance whatsoever, and it was a fishbowl.
I don't think there's any place you shouldn't be able to carry a weapon to let me defend myself.
Can you?
There are places legally. No, you can't tote one.
I was wondering if church was one of them.
I would think that would be up to the church.
Yeah, I think it is. If they post a notice, then.
Which one of those, Dan? 4? Yes, David.
Yeah, I was just thinking, what if there was a national law to keep people from, if you got medication for depression or any kind of mental illness, you're not allowed to have a firearm at all?
What kind of drugs?
I really don't know.
Russ may want to review the list. You may want to review the list first.
That's a good idea, but it won't work. I mean, simply because
why not? Why can't you?
Because all crazy people don't take drugs.
If you're on drugs for some type of depression or anxiety, because you really have it.
Sometimes that's
what, Dan?
So
and wouldn't that include you though?
Yes.
I said if you really have it.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you. I'm just taking it for recreational purposes.
You can't know. You have a script. Give up your guns.
Well, but then you provide a motivation for people that truly need medication to give it up so they can have guns. I don't know that we want to do that.
That's what I'm saying. This is totally and there's crazy people that just don't ever get a prescription, and they're still crazy, and they can still get guns. That doesn't work.
I think you could probably mix some people, at least if you had psychiatric care. I don't believe I'd like you to be armed.
Maybe certain classifications of medication, antipsychotics, for example, or
certainly not lorazepam.
Certainly. Well, you know what? I've taken Seroquel for sleep, and that's an anti. What did you just say?
Yeah, but you're taking it for sleep.
Yeah, but still, I have a prescription for it, and they're going to go, no guns for you.
Okay, it's a bad idea. Shut up. Any more before we continue?
Line 8, please.
Okay. Yes, line 8. Jeffrey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Why don't you offer free tuition to off-duty police officers? They don't make enough to get a college education, most of them anyway. They'd be more than happy to take a free education and come in and be security in the classroom.
You're right. I mean, there are a bunch of different ways around this, and it seems like the biggest argument, and I don't know the reason, is they don't want a bunch of guns in the classrooms. I don't like the idea of anybody knowing this area is an absolute zoo and I can go in and shoot anything I want because I'm not going to get shot back.
At this point, it has to be addressed. If it's happening twice a year, somebody somewhere is going to have to address it.
Right, because it's a new, ongoing, growing phenomenon that's not going to remain unchecked until something happens.
Well, you have the copycats, and it doesn't matter. All right, Dan, what else you got?
Line 9.
Yes, Mike.
Hey, Russ and Grand Dragon. I was just calling because I'm a 22-year-old college student that's had a concealed handgun license since the day I turned 21. I'm right now in my car with my Glock on me, but the second I go to class, or the second I went to class this morning, I had to take it out. I had to leave it in my glove box to go into a shooting gallery that at any time somebody could just kick in any one of our doors and start shooting. And legally, I'm not allowed to carry it.
Well, hang on. Do they have metal detectors at the school? Does anybody frisk you as you go in?
No, they don't. But what I'm worried about is the fact that I will genuinely get thrown in jail for having a gun on me on college campus, except for in my vehicle. And I know of a couple kids
I would hope that nobody would know that you had it unless the occasion came to use it. And then at that point, I believe that's going to be considered mitigating circumstances.
I doubt you'll be prosecuted.
That's what you. But at the same time, I don't know if it's worth risking. Whatever. If I were to get caught with it on me.
Well, I'll tell you this, because I don't want to say, yeah, you should, and then everybody thinks, well, okay, this is the way to go. If it were me, and I knew that the only way anybody's ever going to see that weapon is if somebody's shooting at somebody, I'm going to carry it.
Right,
Again,
right.
that's illegal, and I can't advise that.
There's a couple student organizations around on different campuses. I'm a student over there at University of Texas at Harlem. There's a student organization for students' rights to carry concealed handguns. If you're a CHL holder like I am, and we're trying to get stuff passed, but right now Texas state law is that we're not allowed to carry it, and the penalty is, I think, up to 5 years in jail. I mean, it is steep penalties for, since I've been carrying this for almost a year now, no one's ever seen it on me. Whenever I do carry it, I carry it at church and a number of other places.
Yeah, there are places. Thanks, Mike. I got it. Thank you. There are places I'm not supposed to carry my handgun. I'm going to carry it anyway.
As you say,
nobody's going to see it. It's not going to come out unless something's going on. And at that point, I really don't care about anything else.
I believe they're
a misdemeanor.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that.
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
We need a break? Yes. Any of these for our break?
7.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Yes. I have a daughter who's in college, and you have to consider that most of the kids on these campuses are 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. The majority of those kids are. So, they can't carry a gun.
Hang on, hold on. You haven't been paying attention. I've already addressed that. As soon as they hit 21. So now you don't have a college campus full of guns. You just have a few sprinkled out, and because you never know who's going to have one or where they're going to be, at least there's some deterrent for these idiots to go in with the shotguns, whatever.
I understand. How many of those kids would be as willing as you are to shoot someone?
I think at a certain point you get pushed into a corner, and it's either you're laying on the floor hoping to hell that they don't find you. Yeah, I think you're going to find the intestinal fortitude to whack somebody.
I hope so, but having the child...
Well, hang on, back up. So you don't want the guns on the campuses. Why?
No.
Why? Why?
Why? Why would you? I
just explained why.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why would you encourage... If they have them on campus, I think they're...
Does Mark Davis talk to these people?
He lets them finish.
She hasn't said anything. I just told her, here's the reason. She goes, all right, why should we have them? I told you for the last 10 minutes why we should have them.
He lets them finish, and then...
There ain't nothing to finish. He's going to sit there and tell me the same crap over and over that makes no sense.
Then he'll address that. He'll go, well, you've actually said the same thing twice. So we're going to have to agree to disagree. We're going to move on. But thank you for calling. Feel free to call me again anytime. He says that word for word.
Good Lord. Be worried about Mark Davis having a machine gun at this point now that the TV show 24 has been delayed till January.
He's a big fan?
He's a fanatic.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't heard him say anything on the air about it, but I've heard him do reviews. He'll go back and do first he'll rave over it. He'll go back and go through the timeline, talk about the writing and how it's almost inconceivable that you could keep track of all of that, and it's nonstop. And now it's on hold for almost a year. Perhaps we'll call him later.
Okay.
Is that it, Dan?
I like line 8 real quick, if you want.
No. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
About 3 or 4.
All right, sit on this for a second. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
What do you got?
Toyota of Plano. In Farmers Branch, traffic slows down on eastbound LBJ at Luna Road, and it stays slow all the way across North Dallas till you get to Jupiter Road. That's miles of slow traffic. Southbound 75 Central Field Lovers Lane, the 3 right lanes are blocked. That's got you backed up past LBJ. Huh! 114 westbound between Beltline and Trophy Club. You got some stop-and-go traffic. In Fort Worth, still have a wreck on eastbound 20 at Business 287 where the right lane's blocked and traffic is heavy from Oak Grove Road. Looks like a wreck in the left lane on 75 at Spring Valley. That's adding to the slowdowns on Central. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show. Ha!
Thanks, Gail. Mid-40s for the low tonight, mid-50s tomorrow with some showers coming in. We're at 41 now at Live 105.3.
All right. Hold on. Let me take some of these. Which ones?
Line 3.
Okay. Yes, Sarah.
Yeah, it would be a deterrent if the...
Hang on, your phone cut out. Start again.
I said you said it had been a deterrent if the shooter had known that the students had other guns in the classroom, and I don't think that's the case because these guys are killing themselves at the end of their shooting spree anyways. So
whatever, bitch.
What? What happened to you? What?
I'm sorry, just overwhelmed me there for a minute. It just welled up inside me.
You came straight from court, didn't you?
Yeah.
30 days.
Whatever, bitch. We got actually with that one similar to that. Russ, think about this scenario for a minute. A guy comes into a classroom with a gun or two. Then 100 people whip out guns and start blazing away. Do you think that really is safer? You know, the teacher and the entire first 5 rows are going to get blown away front and back.
That's why I always sat in the back when I was in college.
Oh, yeah. Stop and think about it. Arming everybody will just lead to more deaths.
It doesn't. I'm not talking about arming everybody. I'm talking about arming people who are of legal age. And if you want, if it makes you feel better, have them go through some extensive training if they're going to be
able to carry it on campus.
On campus. I don't see what the beef is. And they're going to kill themselves anyway. Well, there's certainly no reason to limit the carnage.
That's what this guy says here.
If they just want to go on, and since they're going to kill themselves, well, it's like letting a fire burn out. Just let it go.
Well, and if they're willing to undergo the additional training on top of getting a CHL, give them a tuition break. Give them an added incentive to seek the training and to help protect the campus.
I don't know why this is such a hot point. And then you have other people, arm the professors. All right, thanks for the heads up of who's got the gun in the classroom.
Exactly.
And I don't know anyone else that's been on a college campus recently, but even at someplace like Richland, where I was most recently, I didn't have one professor that I would feel comfortable with having a gun and not me.
Well, regardless of whether they can handle it or not, anytime you immediately point out, here's a person that's armed, then you know who to take out when you go in. Pop them, and then you go on and you make your other selections. Right. If you don't know who has it, whether it's a deterrent or not, it's going to cut back on the carnage. You could play worst case scenario, and then you're going to have 100 students shooting in different directions. Possibly. You're right. That is a possible angle to take. But that doesn't mean that you ignore the problem. Well, you had lockdown, you had metal detectors.
Well, that's like saying, don't put air marshals on airplanes because potentially they could stand up and actually shoot a passenger. So don't just, no guns on
Same thing with cops on the street, whatever.
Same thing.
Well, what was the other one with the...
How do you think that some random 21-plus-year-old student having weapons on campus will be a deterrent to would-be shooters? Have you noticed that the majority of these people went into their shooting sprees already resolved to take their own lives? That's what this other lady said. So, tell me where a student potentially having a weapon becomes a deterrent. Besides that, these people operate with the element of surprise, and their rampages, start to finish, are rather short. Tell me how a weapon-carrying student, especially somebody who would likely be young and inexperienced with a weapon, will be equipped to process and react quickly in such a situation. I believe the potential, I'm almost done, of one of these...
I'm going to strangle you just because you're reading it.
Snapping and using their weapon against... Okay, I'll start that one again. I believe that the potential of one of these armed students...
I still want to strangle you.
Snapping and using their weapon against other students is much higher than 80%.
No, the hell it's not.
Benefit from having them armed on campus.
Go back, you can just look at the stats in the state of Texas. How many CHL owners have snapped and started popping people?
None.
Mostly it's the people who don't have a license.
Sure.
And if it can cut back on the carnage, I don't mind. I don't mind the kids. If you've got the education and you want to give them extra training, you can't have zones that are just open areas for massacres, and that's what these are.
I can't believe anybody that listens to this show would write that email. Seriously.
Which one?
This one about how do you think that's going to limit... Well, it's going to limit the carnage is how it's going to help. It's instead of getting 15 or 20 people shot, you might get one or two. Then somebody stands up and takes him out. There's never going to be a classroom where there are 100 guns. There might be 2, maybe 3.
And whether it's a deterrent or not, there's something there that provides some type of defense when you've got a room where people are freaking trapped.
I know.
There's no place to go. All you do is wait for them to run out of ammo or to get shot.
And you stand up and you run. That's one of the girls, actually. She said she stood up and ran, and she got shot because of it. And she didn't know she was shot, though. She got outside. She did survive.
Any more fools on the phone, Dan? I see all the lines are lit.
Unfortunately, no real fools. Line 2 is the closest. Other people up there are making a lot of sense.
On which side?
Our side.
Oh, well, I don't want to talk to them.
Well, I know, but it's not saying, yay, Russ, I agree with you. It's just different examples of certain things with guns.
All right, I'll make these quick and then we'll move on. Yes, Jimmy?
Yeah, won't you just let the vice principals and principals carry guns and let the teachers carry tasers?
Again, you're identifying who's going to have a weapon. They know to go in, pop them first, and then they move on. You can't identify who's going to have a weapon. That takes the mystery out of the equation.
Yeah, but all the teachers will have a taser.
Didn't I just explain that? You go into a classroom, you take the teacher out, and then you go on.
Sorry.
All right. Which other? What?
Just more emails, idiots. I think that if people were allowed to carry handguns in the classrooms, people would be shot by accident just as much as the shooter himself was going to kill. Shut up! I've never screamed at a computer before.
And I don't know how you get through to those people.
Why
don't you go talk to some of these kids that were trapped in those classrooms just waiting to see what was going to happen?
Right.
Ask them what they think. That's really where I would go first. You're not in that situation. You have no interest in it. You don't have any kids in college. Fine. Go talk to some of the students that had to run. Hope that they weren't going to get hit on the way out. Ask them what their feelings are.
Yes.
What, Dan?
I was just going to throw out the people that email or call in and say those things. Those are the people that are projecting how they feel like they would feel in that situation. yeah, you would suck in that situation. That's why you don't have a gun. Whereas someone that is smart enough, has the training, and is willing to carry one, chances are they're going to be willing to use it and use it in a smart manner.
Who's the chick? I see she's on line 10 now. Earlier, she was on 2, 5, and 8. What does she want? I'm guessing it's the same one because it just says I'm hot.
Yeah, there's that too. Or so she says. She wants you to hire. She thinks she would be...
To do what? Amy, what do you want?
Hey, Russ, big guy. Mr. Martini.
What do you want?
You need to hire.
Why?
Which point do you want? I got 6. 1, NASA says 3 men and 1 woman make success.
What did she just say?
DJ Bud Jimmy make a move.
And number 2?
2 is Gavin's the puss. I hope he's not the but his voice has got to get off your radio more often.
All right.
Like the woman. Shouldn't say that. 3, you need to get married by a judge. I mean, a jury, not a judge. And 4...
What does that one mean?
I have no clue. She's trying to be cute.
Oh.
I am cute.
We don't understand number 3.
Number 3, you keep wondering where you're going to get married. You need to look at who you're to be married by. You need to be married by a jury, not a judge.
I don't understand what that means. And why is that a reason I should hire you?
Because I can give you great advice, and your life will be better. Plus, my name's Amy. It goes, you won't get confused with names. I'm, been through enough bartending school. My kids out if you need it, whatever.
I wish you'd hire her just so I could fire her.
I was thinking about slapping her around.
Yeah, well.
Hey, what do you charge to get slapped around?
Right now, I'll do it for free just to show you I'm worth it.
How old are you?
Oh, Lord.
30 what?
I am a beautiful.
Wow.
Long
hang on. I had to hit the delay because obviously you can't control your hot mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're how old?
I'm 42.
And you think I would want to look at you? Why?
Because of the way I look.
I can't stand the way you sound. Would you promise never to utter?
You don't like the way I sound? I've been suggested to be a DJ because of my voice.
At what club? Is there some type of Marlboro club?
No.
Sit in for pugs?
You've gotten sleep for 2 or 3 nights, haven't you?
Yeah.
All right, Dan. Last go round. Then we're going to move on. Any of these?
I liked line 7. It's a solid story.
Yes, Dale.
Yeah, Russ. Boy, I don't know how I could follow that last volley there.
Couple more cartons.
What I was telling Dan was, in regard to this gun issue, my grandfather back in the day used to own a self-service Exxon station, or full-service Exxon station, I mean to say. And he was hit several times, and that was back when all these electronic devices were first coming out.
What's the end of the story, Dan?
His grandfather or his dad, whatever it was, put up a sign that said, this store protected by shotgun 3 nights a week. You guess which 3 nights.
I've heard that for 30 years.
Right, but his thing was, even if you... just the simple threat of having something possibly in a classroom or somewhere where you think people are unarmed could be almost as effective as keeping these types of people out.
You know what? A few of the people that called, they're right. Knowing that there are guns in there may not be a solid deterrent, but the fact that you've got something in there to stop them if the need arises.
Right, and really...
So putting up the signs, I don't know if that's really going to create a difference. When somebody nuts out... Again, they still go to areas where they know they're going to find the least amount of resistance. You don't hear it gun ranges, gun shows, certainly gun shows of mass shootings. They always go where they know that there's the least chance of them getting shot. They can get their mission accomplished, and they pop themselves.
That's a very good point. You never heard of anybody getting shot at a gun show, ever.
I don't even like going in gun shows.
I love them.
Because you got guys sitting behind tables that'll sit there and look at you.
Yes. How much is this, the AR-15?
Take it, it's free. Their eyes are rolled back, they're weaving back and forth. They look like they were in the Korean War.
A lot of them probably were.
And I don't want one of them to look up at me and all of a sudden, I look Asian.
What?
All right, there's flashback.
I just need to buy some bullets.
Yeah, okay, take them.
In fact, take this one.
All right, Dan. What else you got?
All right. Well, a jury has convicted former Ohio police officer Bobby Cutts Jr. of murdering his pregnant girlfriend and their unborn baby. He could face the death penalty.
I thought he was just convicted on the fetus.
No, he was convicted on the fetus. He was convicted on the fetus for aggravated murder on his girlfriend. He was found not guilty of aggravated murder, but still guilty of just regular murder.
That's a compromise verdict. It sounds like to me. It sounds as though the jury couldn't.
Well, there was a debate on CNN today where they posed the question, how did he get murder on the fetus and not on the mother? That's where I got my information.
No, that's a great question, and that's why I say.
Well, according to Dan, he was convicted of murder of her,
just not aggravated,
and the fetus.
Right, but I think if I understand their statute, that means that the jury could not be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he premeditated and intentionally killed Jessie, whatever her name was.
And I heard that. I heard that angle of possibly he went in for some other reason, argument to get something taken care of. It escalated, and then he killed her.
But how do you get from
is that the reason you take aggravated out?
Yes.
For the mother?
Yes, for the mother.
So how does the fetus get aggravated?
Well, yeah, how can there be disparate verdicts in that regard is my question. It wouldn't seem to make logical sense, and the only rational explanation I can speculate on is that it was a compromise verdict on the part of the jury. For whatever reason, they thought, you know what? We don't think he intentionally went there to kill her, because I think the facts alleged were that he had gone by to pick up the kids or something during the daytime. I mean, it wasn't the sort of situation in which you would think someone would have had a plan to go over there and at that moment
you can slow down.
Kill.
All right.
And
whatever, bitch. So, Dan, what's the rest of the story say?
He was convicted of aggravated murder in the death of the nearly full-term female fetus. The jury found him not guilty of the aggravated murder in the girlfriend's death, a count that includes intent to kill with prior calculation and design. So exactly whatever it said. But they did, of course, convict him of the lesser charge of murder in her death. The aggravated murder carries a possible death sentence. During the trial, he testified through sobs that he accidentally killed Davis with an elbow to her throat as he was trying to leave her house last June.
I think he would have had a better chance of getting off had he just called 911. This happened, a scuffle, I inadvertently did this. I'm trying to give her CPR.
Absolutely.
Saying that you panicked and you went and hid the body, that doesn't go back and support your case.
No. And to say you don't know how to use a cell phone. I mean, I tried to use her cell phone. I couldn't figure it out. Oh, come on.
Well, and he even conducted interviews, saying, I don't know where she is. I know the police are looking at me, but I'm not really sure what's going on.
He went out with the search parties looking for the body.
Sure.
Knowing full well, I can win this anytime I want.
Thousands, along with thousands of other people. I think there were 2,000 people involved in the search.
No need to look over there. No.
Is that the whole story?
Yeah, you got it all.
All right, go ahead.
Orange flyers dotted the campus Friday morning as SMU police warned students about a man trying to trick female students into posing nude. The man, who police said had called himself Dean Kelly, had approached students at the Dedman Center for Lifetime Sports, Moody Coliseum, and Park Cities Plaza. According to an email sent by the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority to its members, the man has been claiming to be an MTV producer, model agent, and photographer. He sets up meetings with women and then asks them to pose nude. He has approached women on Facebook and MySpace.
Who would tell that chick that she should go and jock someplace?
Oh, my God.
I've had guys tell me that before.
I'm a DJ.
For what? I was spinning discs at Phlegm 2000. I'll phlegm all the time.
Compliment me on my voice.
Nothing but the phlegm. And the fact you didn't want to tell me what, Dan?
The phlegm of the 60s, 70s.
Because she didn't want to tell me. You got no?
No, we'll go through all the radio things. Soft phlegm.
Phlegm on the 8.
Light phlegm. Stop. Everybody quit.
All right.
Wait a
minute. What do I got? Classic phlegm.
Yeah.
I don't have any more.
Oh, that's okay.
I can't think of any more formats. Here comes Trey. I forgot where I was.
That's chick.
Oh, and she wouldn't tell me how old she was.
Uh-huh.
What did she say every time she called you?
I'm hot and Russ needs to hire me. And then I would ask her why, and she said, well, I've got these 6 different reasons. I said, well, pick one and tell me that one.
And what was the one she gave you?
that she felt like she was very witty and quick on her feet, and that she would blend in well with you. And
yeah, she proved that with a jury line.
I still don't know what that means.
She's trying to be cute. And
get married by a judge, not a jury.
Jury instead of a judge.
Whatever. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. She's trying to make a little play on words.
No, I'm sure it means something to her in her head, but no one knows it.
That was the advisory board meeting with Operation Kindness, Trey.
It's very good.
Anything positive?
Yes. They're going to take some positive steps, try to fix this situation.
And get Johnny back to the shelter.
That is the ultimate goal.
Any of them seem feasible?
That I'll have to talk to you about off air.
Oh. Anything I can do?
Sooner or later, right now it's going to take a nice approach.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks. I'm past that.
Well, they're going to make one, as a collective group, one stance.
They don't, the board of directors with Operation Kindness don't have to listen to the advisory board. We're all honorary members. They can eliminate the advisory board with a pen stroke.
However, the advisory board represents a lot of money and a lot of time and effort that they have given to the shelter. And it really, if the board of directors has Operation Kindness in its best interest,
right,
they're not going to do that.
Well, they knew this was going to be an outcome regardless, to say, okay, we're going to restructure the shelter, thinking, Johnny's never going to leave. Johnny didn't like the restructure. I've been here for 22 years. And I even told somebody on the board of directors, I don't care what she wants to do. I don't care if she wants to dress the cats up like sock puppets. Unless it does any damage to the shelter. She's been there for 22 years. When they started, they had 2 employees. I think Johnny was one of them. And what, $7,000?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Now they've got a $2.5, I don't know what the facility costs, a few million?
Oh, yeah.
$2.5 million in the bank. Adoptions are up.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason not to let her do whatever she wants. And I like the sock puppet thing.
It's like taking the CEO of a company that's making all kinds of money and going, we're going to get a little less power. You're out of control.
Just because you have some guy that's, as you say, Russ, his business model, he comes in and restructures and has to change things.
I'm supposing on that. That's a supposition. The new guy on the board of directors works for a company that restructures other companies. The two seem too coincidental to me.
Oh, I'll tell you some things off air that you will be shocked.
Okay. Why's that going to be off the air?
I promised that.
You promised who?
The advisory board, that that they're going to take this last step and that you would go along with it. And then.
Well, what'd they tell you? Give me something. All right, let me ask this. How long before I can get ugly?
A week.
Business week?
Well, actually, we'll have a pretty good idea by Monday.
Okay. Did you read my statement to the board?
I did. I even got choked up.
Why'd you get choked up?
Everyone was really emotional in this meeting. Except, there was basically...
I asked you not to screw that one thing up.
I didn't screw it up. Everyone was very emotional in this meeting.
What was the one thing?
I just gave him a letter since I couldn't be there. He was there for me by proxy. I'm going to address the board with this letter about Johnny.
Okay.
And you screwed that up.
I didn't screw it up. It was just, everyone was very emotional.
Okay. Did you cry?
I choked up.
Pussy. When did the meeting end?
A little after 4.
And all I got to do is wait till Tuesday?
Potentially.
That's not a week.
I said may know something by then.
Trying to slide one past us.
All right. In a break here? All right, we'll be back. All right, what happened?
Off the air.
We'll get back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, go ahead. All right, we'll be back.
Dog, and you won't believe what happened. It's just,
you're an idiot.
to the Russ Martin Show.
Where'd Gavin put the new fireworks?
Where did he put them?
Yeah.
Back here behind you on the right.
Box. Let's see what we got. Did Gavin give him anything for bringing them up?
I don't have any idea.
I think he gave him a T-shirt.
Is that all we got?
Probably all we have up here.
All right. What are these? A ball blue thunder. Mm-hmm. And those are candles. What's this little tank thing?
You like those? Those are the kind we get John. You like those, and they just shoot across the ground, like make a noise.
Oh, it's got wheels on it.
Yeah,
make a loud noise. Mm-hmm. These are some bigger bottle rockets. Whistling rattlers.
Yeah, I shot some of those off at the beach. Those go a long, long way.
Good. Get sparklers. Use this one. Something about the size of a medium pizza. Big Thunder. I probably shouldn't hold this at my face.
I don't think so.
No. Supercharged flashlight firecrackers, maximum quality, maximum load.
It's that one fuse and they go off forever.
It's Black Cats. Look at the size of that chaser.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's big enough to chase Stacy. All right, we'll try some of those later. Is that Gail? Yeah. We haven't let Everett see the Sombrero de Fuego.
Not yet.
I would love to.
Hello?
Sure. Is that the safest person with it on?
I don't know what that means. Did something happen to Gavin?
No. You're the safest if you have it on.
Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, that's right, because Dan, didn't you, when you lit it yesterday when Gavin had it on, didn't you get one in the puss?
We really have to relive that.
Videos on my website.
I need to see that. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I almost caught one in the face. It shot past my hand, then past my ear. But then as I ran away from Chloe, of course, since the sombrero spins, I'm curled up against the wall, just hoping not to get hit with them. And it was like a movie. They were hitting all around me on the wall.
These are bottle rockets. What's coming out of them?
They have projectiles. They shoot out the front.
These black ones with like the tips?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Perhaps when you light the next go round, you stay on this side, away from it.
It spins.
Oh, well, therein lies the danger.
And the entertainment.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
What do you got?
TNT All-Star Sunday and westbound LBJ at Central, a wreck in the right lane. Tollway still crawling from Walnut Hill down to 35 Simmons. On southbound 35 Simmons, before 635, there's a wreck in the right lane. So it's still backed up to the Bush Turnpike in Carrollton. In Fort Worth, on southbound 35 at Golden Triangle, the right lane's blocked. And then in Allen, on northbound 121 at Hardin Boulevard, the two right lanes are closed. The car hit a light pole. And I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. Mid-40s for the low tonight. Going to be in the mid-50s tomorrow with some showers pretty much starting in the morning about 6:30. It's 41 now at Live 105.3.
All right, who's got the wireless mic?
See right there.
Did you already reload the sombrero?
Yeah.
Just one side of it, I'm sure. Test.
Okay. Got the headphones? All right.
Trey, where's your
light? You know what, Trey? Why don't you stay in here? Chuck, go help Dan light. You're not quite as animated. All right. Flo, here's the sombrero. Hurry up. Go out front again. Do you want to go watch, Everett?
Yeah,
go ahead. Who's got the mic?
It's right here.
All right. Hear me okay?
Hey, Chuck.
All right.
Okay, so I'm supposed to light. Okay. Here,
Anybody out front?
Here. Nope.
Chuck's got the headphones and the mic now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hang on a second. Hey, Chloe. Don't hit the button until we get them going.
Why'd they give him the mic?
I don't know. Dan, I heard Dan handed it to him.
You guys ready?
Hang on a second.
What about now? Was Chuck starting without you?
Yeah.
Damn, that's frightening.
Now, see, Trey, that's what it sounds like when both sides get lit.
It was hard yesterday with the wind.
Dan got his lit every time.
I batted 50%.
You what?
What I do, I heard my name walking in the hall.
I was talking to Trey about you're 100% for getting your stuff lit.
Oh. Actually, almost not that time. For whatever reason, those fuses weren't quite lighting. I had to hold it after Chuck was already done.
Oh. How'd it work, Everett?
Yeah.
So now, do projectiles come out the front end?
No, they come out every way. It spins.
I got you.
He's just dancing.
Do you want to wear it later?
Sure. I'm wearing a suit, though. Yeah, what the heck?
How about you? You put the fire suit on over it.
Okay.
Again, you don't want to get in Dutch with OSHA.
No, of course not.
Yeah, protect my members only. It'll protect yours.
Is that a members only jacket?
Hell yeah.
Why?
At Barflies, we're thinking about making our own like drinkers club, and we're going to all get members only jackets.
Where are you going to find those?
Just like we found a few in some closets of some parents, so we're kind of checking that, and also thrift stores.
Okay, it's a great idea.
Yeah, we come up with when we
shut up. All right, Dan, you want to finish news?
Sure.
All right. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Valentine's Day is over, but you can still keep the love alive in your relationship. Experts say marriage, like anything else in life, is hard work. If you can't find time to talk during the day, marriage therapist Deanna Caston recommends a little pillow talk. When you get in bed, you talk to each other about something maybe you never talked to each other about before.
With a pillow over?
No. It's that little romantic time in the evening right before you turn the lights out.
It sounds like you're asking for trouble.
Why?
If you're going to address things you've never addressed before and you're doing it in bed?
Yeah, you're going to stay awake all night thinking about stuff and arguing.
Well, this is not an argument situation. It's like dreaming. Like, where would you like to live in 5 years? What would you like to do?
Sounds like an invitation to trouble. I'm with Russ on this one.
What does it say?
She goes on to say it would not be politics or anything like that, but it still wouldn't be something about the kids. And she goes on to say some other ways to keep your partner happy include scheduling date nights. Do you do that?
No.
Bringing home those special little gifts for your spouse. It doesn't have to be something expensive, just something you know your partner enjoys.
I did that.
Yeah, because Gavin ordered it for you.
I'm not talking about that.
What'd you bring home for?
That Dirt Doctor steam cleaner.
Why would that be something she wants?
She loves it.
Does she really?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I'm tired of paying somebody $800 to clean the carpets in the house.
So why is that a gift for her?
Because she likes clean carpets.
So you're letting her clean them.
Yeah.
Congratulations, honey. Here's something for more, so you can do more work around here.
Exactly.
I was thinking of you when I bought it.
There was. She's the one that bitches about the carpets.
Just pay somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost that much.
I paid $900 for this.
Get the people.
You clean the house once, it's paid for.
Get the people with the green hair. They'll come out.
The green hair people.
On the commercials, they always have green hair.
Kiwi.
Punk rockers.
Kiwi.
Remember what I told Chloe earlier?
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Okay.
Good, Dan.
Experts advise never taking your spouse for granted.
By the way, we never finished JD's shocking lie detector question.
Shut up. You were late to work.
He was supposed to be. It was a meeting.
Let's go back to the meeting.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Let's finish that.
It's broken. We have so many things.
Have you seen this before?
I haven't, but I'm very much looking forward to it.
We've had it for a while. I thought we had already used it on the air. I was getting ready to throw it out.
Yeah?
And then Close said we never touched it.
Awesome. So JD has been lying, clearly.
We don't know. We're just testing it out.
Oh, I see. Not that it matters, right?
Put your hand on there. Looks like a small bicycle helmet with a metal plate for your hand.
Okay.
Every time you ask him a question, you hit analyze, and if he's not lying, he doesn't get shot.
Ridiculous.
Sweet.
We tried this yesterday. It didn't work. You people obviously don't know what you're doing.
You want to hear the replay from yesterday? Dan, where is it on this disc?
On the weekend review, it's track 1. In all of its glory.
I want to hear it not work.
Okay. We were still in the process of figuring it out.
Fine-tuning.
Yeah.
Have to get the bass line again since he took his hand off.
Pardon me.
Stop moving around.
Okay. It's ready.
All right. We got to do the warm-up questions. You know what? Screw the warm-up questions.
That's fine.
These first ones are easy. Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
You have to do warm-up questions so it gets a baseline on JD.
Okay. Makes sense.
Do you like me?
Yes.
Do you like working with me?
Yes.
Don't answer too fast. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Ow! Now look, this is not it's not reading me.
That's our favorite part.
Oh, yes. Yes. Now look.
Do you
Yes.
Do you like working with me?
Yes.
Don't answer too fast. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Ow! Now look, this is not
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Yes.
One more.
Please.
Do you like me?
Yes.
Do you like working with me?
Yes.
Don't answer too fast. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Ow! Now look, this is not it's not it's not reading me. It's just the timing is the same every time. Aren't doing this right.
Sounds like it's working great to me.
No, it's not.
All right. You set a baseline on him yet?
No.
Everett, move your mic down there close to the thing. Don't move around. Don't take your hand off. All right. He says. Ready, Trey?
Yep.
Now you'll hit analyze after every question I ask.
Yes.
Got it? And John, don't answer too fast. Let's see. I'll work up to where I left off. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite part. Do you think I'm overpaid?
No.
Do you like Gavin?
Yes.
Do you like Trey?
Yes. You did that on purpose.
Now we got to start again. What do you have the shock on? Low or high?
Low.
Low. Well,
leave it on low. That's plenty. Trust me.
Okay, that's fine. Put your hand back.
Nice try.
Okay. Having to reset again.
I understand. Dumbest thing in the world.
Zach?
Yep.
Do you like Trey?
Yes.
Do you like Dan's nipples?
Yes.
Excuse me.
What, Dan?
I'm not trying to take that with what the machine just did. Why are you asking him about my nipples?
Just random questions.
Random.
How do you go from...
Every time you take your hand off, we got to reset.
It hurts. What do you mean? You just sit there and let it shock the hell out of me? Are you crazy? It's an automatic reaction when something shocks you to jump.
Trey, hold his hand down.
And I'm going to hold my hand down.
Reset it again. This really drags a bit down.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for you.
All right. Do you often think about Dan's nipples?
What?
No.
Have you ever wished...
You did that.
I didn't touch it. I swear to God. There's no way that you can activate that.
I saw him get near it.
Will you quit it?
Why are you thinking about my nipples?
I'm not thinking about your nipples.
According to the machine, you are.
Well, with the machine, is just 100%. Yeah, I think about your nipples all the time. Day and night. Night and day.
What do your nipples look like?
I've never even seen him. I'm
talking to him.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen his nipples. How would I know?
All right. Do you wish Dan's nipples gave milk?
Okay, really?
Yes.
Would you like to rub your nipples on Dan's?
Yes.
Okay, you just... Hey, stop.
You pushed that. I saw you. You bastard.
Trey, are you really doing that?
Yes, he did.
I did it.
Well, stop doing that because we got to go through the setup process every time.
Are all these about him rubbing nipples?
No.
We're just rubbing my nipples.
No, you're out of this in a second.
This is creepy.
Here we go.
All right.
Do you think Dan shaves his balls?
Okay, stop. Stop.
No.
Do you think they're soft?
I'm going to leave.
Ow! That's actually funny. Because I had the picture.
Maybe you need to wait.
Wait, what?
Like each time after it analyzes, maybe doing two questions too fast.
Okay. There we go. Let me see where I left off.
Don't even read it.
All right. Go ahead, Trey. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you started this too soon.
Okay.
Reset it before he gets zits. All right. Ready?
He has to analyze me again. Because you turned it off.
Would you like to know the question in advance so you can get ready for it?
Yes.
Have you ever thought of your dripping down Dan's crack?
Okay, stop it. That's disgusting.
All right, what about this one? Have you ever wanted to dance and dance? Did that look like maybe it did?
I am so nauseous.
Have you ever wanted to dance and
Stop
dance
it.
grunt?
Oh, God.
Oh, my mic. Ow! See, this thing's just timing out.
Well, let me give you the rest of the questions, and then you can work up to them.
My hand's all wet, and I'm jumpy, and
Drive it off.
Are these all gay questions about me?
No, I have some other ones. Do you love Joy? Would you like to marry Joy?
Yes.
Will you endorse almost anything?
Yes.
Do you enjoy your job? Things like that.
Okay, well, ask those.
Okay. You set up again?
No.
Here's some of the other ones while they're setting up. Do you think Gavin's a good program director? Do you like Russ? Does it anger you that everyone drinks around you? Do you trust Joy? Etc.
Okay, I think this thing times out at some point.
All right, here we go. Would you like to see Dan and Chuck kiss?
No.
Do you think Dan and Chuck would make pretty babies?
Ow! God!
Stop it! Who's on the hotline?
It's for you.
Oh. Hello?
Stop it!
Maybe your punchline.
All right. We'll put this on hold until later. How are we doing, Chloe?
2 minutes free.
All right.
That's funny.
You want to start news again?
Particularly.
What?
Not particularly.
I'm out of questions. 5:36. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. A Baltimore police officer shown on a YouTube video berating and roughly handling a skateboarder at the Inner Harbor has been suspended. The incident involving Officer Salvatore Rivieri, a 17-year veteran, is the subject of an internal affairs investigation. The video, apparently shot last summer, shows Rivieri putting the youth, 14-year-old Eric Bush, into a headlock and pushing him to the ground. The boy said he did not hear an order that the officer had given him about skateboarding at the harbor. Rivieri told The Sun on Sunday that he did not know that the incident had been recorded or posted on the internet. Paul Blair, head of the police union, had not seen the video, but he warns the videos show only part of a story. The video came to the attention of police after a Sun reporter emailed the 3.5-minute link to the police Sunday morning.
I finally got the whole 3.5 minutes. If you want to hear it, it's 20. Got 20.
Would you like to lick Dan's belly button?
No.
Do you think Dan's a-hole puckers when having sex?
Yes, I probably do. Yes.
I think he's coming in here.
What was that noise?
It was him screaming out in the hall.
Oh.
Because his mic's not on.
Is that it? We got a Dan questions?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. All right. What cut?
20. It's the whole 3.5 minute view of the cop. And the cop does, at one point, grab this kid and throw him. Not throw him, kind of help him to the ground.
Okay.
Uses the screen name Twink Toilet.
20. Even though that was funnier.
Well, I think I got to play this one now.
Yeah.
He uses the screen name Twink Toilet, which apparently hints at what he had in mind for the boy.
You said that you love to be used by young boys. Is that true? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you read down further in the line, it's fantasy.
But explain to me what that means to be used by young boys.
Used, humiliated, I don't know.
And then you say love dirty boys, B-O-I-S, who love getting freaky. Now, what does that last part mean?
Again, fantasy takes over reality. I've never done really anything. I've done a little bit of the water sports. But, like I said, beyond that, I've not done anything. It's all talk.
Water sports?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, that's weird. How to explain it? Someone that stands over you, mostly a young boy, and a young wee-wee's on you.
What'd you say?
That's mostly what it is. It's just having someone...
You ain't gonna arc on me, are you?
No. No, unless you're into it.
What do? You get them all loaded up on Kool-Aid so they gotta go?
Yeah, you drink a lot of water, and then you just kind of kneel down, and they stand above you, and then they sort of just let go.
Ain't you got no coloring books or something?
It's not as much fun. You really don't know what you're missing.
But have somebody turn into a water wiggle on you.
We just like to call it water sports. It's
water sports is skiing, floating, going out on a boat, enjoying yourself, not having somebody turn you into a urinal.
It's fun. You don't know. You really don't know what you're missing. It's enjoyable.
You want to show me?
Yeah, I'll kneel down if you got to go right now. That would be very exciting to have a cop do it.
What you say?
So once you get beyond that, I've never done it. I don't know if I would have done it.
Do you remember during this chat that he told you he was 13?
Yes, quickly followed by my genius, are you a cop? Or related. Or with the NBC show. I don't know. I don't know.
What did you believe?
Don't pee in my chair.
I won't.
I see one golden arch come over here. I'm going to shoot you in the hamburger. Who's on the hotline?
It's for you.
Hello?
Really? Stop it.
Okay, you?
Yes.
We're not talking about you anymore.
But it's still a continuation of the arches and the ugh.
Would you like Dan to tickle you instead of... Would you like Dan to tickle you instead of a reach around?
Hold on.
How about if he counts your ribs? On your weenie?
Yeah. Okay. That'd be fun.
Counts the lines on your ball sack?
He's very...
I'm leaving.
There's like 7 at the top.
Oh, I didn't see these. Would you like to be the lucky Pierre between Dan and Gavin?
Yeah.
Dan.
So, I'm lucky.
What?
As long as I'm lucky. It's a good thing.
Trey, I can't read some of these. Would you like to make Gavin your bitch?
No.
I'm going to turn the mics off for this. Have you ever fantasized about Russ? Your ass.
No.
Have you ever had gay sex?
No.
Would you like to off on close head?
With the sombrero.
It's Friday.
While it's spinning.
Yes.
Almost like your own frugality.
Very good.
Can we break here?
Yeah.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Like nothing you've never heard before. The Russ Martin Show.
Get down, get down. Get down, get down. Get down, get down. Get down, get down.
Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Get it. Feel the funk, y'all. Let it flow.
Hi, Gail.
Hi there, Russ.
What do you got?
A wreck in Irving on westbound LBJ at MacArthur. It's in the right lane, and you're backed up to 161, which is not a bad backup. In Mesquite, southbound 635 at Town East Boulevard, there's a wreck, and that's backed up all the way to Jupiter. On 75 southbound ramp to westbound LBJ, they cleared that crash. It's still heavy into Richardson. And in Denton, on University eastbound at Trinity Drive, you've got the two right lanes closed and a backup to North Loop 288. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. Mid-40s for the low tonight. Then some storms coming in, actually probably the next few hours and lasting all the way till tomorrow afternoon. Mid-50s then. We're at 41 now at Live 105.3.
We're going to see if we can get David Henry back into Gavin's office. Sign a birthday card with the pen.
Oh, okay.
It's Gavin. Give me a call. I need you to sign something. Give you a chance. Thanks.
Did he not answer?
Yeah, I just went straight to voicemail.
No. Think he's in the building?
He was walking out the door, so
Oh.
I'll ask him to turn around since it's pretty short.
Chloe give you the right pen?
Yeah, it says Live 105.3.
Yeah.
Brand new pens.
I'm going to test it.
No, it seems to go right well.
All right, start waving if he comes back in your office.
I will.
He came in. He was on his way out. He just, said goodbye for the weekend.
See ya.
I said, well, why don't you, before you leave, why don't you take the lie detector test? He goes, no, that shocks. He goes, well, just do it a couple of times. No, I don't like that. Then he points at this thing over here and goes, "What's that?" That's a strength tester. Oh, I'll do that.
What's the matter with you?
What?
Shocking our general manager.
He volunteered. Yeah. Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm strong.
I'm strong.
Didn't you see me just squeezing it?
Where does his audio start, Dan?
It starts about 30 seconds before he gets the surprise of his day.
Okay.
He was already having a bad day, he said.
Why?
I don't know. He just said I was having a bad day.
Gavin, why is he having a bad day?
I don't know. It's just Friday, so it's busy because he's getting all the sales numbers in from all the 6 stations, so it's a pretty stressful day for him.
Are sales up?
It seems to. It looks like a couple stations had a good week.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did.
What about this show?
Well, you guys always have.
Well, then I'll continue shocking him. If I ever drop out of the top 3, then I'll stop.
Cease to shock people.
Okay.
Well, no, you've seen these at the circus. They just show how much strength you have in your hand.
All right, pick that up.
Yeah, don't hold it on the ground. Hold on. Right here.
What do I do?
Hang on. We have
This one too?
No, that one works. All right, anytime.
Damn, all right, as hard as you can. Like that? No. No? Is it going to shock me?
No. Give him the other one, Trey.
Try it again.
It's strong.
Look at Gavin in his office.
What are you doing?
I think he fell out of his chair.
What is it, Gavin?
I like JD's explanation, too. Oh, yeah, like you see at the circus.
Yeah, like you have those strength testers.
I like Gavin's response out of the whole bit.
Yeah.
And who's this again? This is our.
What?
This is our vice president. What is he again?
Gavin?
No. The person we took the shocking. David. His title.
Is he just general manager of this building or the entire market?
He's general manager of 2 stations, a director of sales for 6 stations.
And why is that funny to you?
Because it always happens to me. I don't know how else to explain it, so when it happens to someone else, it is so funny.
And he's already having a bad day.
Yeah, he said that. I believe I'll play it again.
No. What? My ribs hurt.
You ready?
Well, no, you've seen these at the circus. They just show how much strength you have in your hand.
All right, pick that up.
Don't hold it on the ground. Hold on. Right here.
What do I do?
Hang on. We have
This one too?
No, that one works. All right, anytime.
Damn, all right, as hard as you can. Like that? No. No? Is it going to shock me?
No. Give him the other one, Trey.
Try it again.
You're strong.
Look at Gavin in his office.
What are you doing?
I think he fell out of his chair.
What is it, Gavin?
Oh, man.
Did David say anything to you on his way out?
He's like, I hate this show, and he's just running out.
Oh, he does.
Oh, stop. Oh, God. Stop.
He loves you.
Is he really mad?
I think he wants to be part of the treehouse, but
everybody else in here has been zit.
Yeah, it's like a hazing.
Yeah. One more time, please. No, you've seen these at the circus. They just show how much strength.
I like Shady's encouragement at the end of it. Hey, you're strong.
No, you've seen these at the the circus, they just show how much strength you have in your hand.
Pick that up.
Now, Trey, what was the problem we were having with the, what is the damn thing called?
Lightning reaction.
Yeah.
Extreme.
Oh, this is the extreme one?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on high. I've never felt this one. Trey, have you?
Yes.
Is this one bad?
It's not pleasant.
Now, what problem were we having with it?
I guess it was set on 2 players, and the other, what do you call that, handle, joystick, whatever?
Yeah, the metal handle.
Yeah, it has to be out of the case, so I had to pull it out.
Oh. How bad does this hurt?
Well, I mean, it's not going to kill you, but...
Well, now I'm curious.
Go ahead and do it.
Have you felt it?
Yes, I felt that one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a combination
of
the just a frightened. You know, you're going to maybe get shocked, and then when it does happen, it's still a surprise.
And the music.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
I would have thought he would have recognized the music as often as we've used this. But we haven't used this in a few months.
Oh, at least.
The strength tester sounds so ominous.
It's just the way that he bought it. I'm not doing that lie detector. It shocks. What's this? Strength detects. I'll do that.
Yeah. Over there with all the other shocking accoutrements.
Yeah, why are all the shocking things in here?
I just pulled them all out, put new batteries in them, just put them all out for fun.
Right. Hey, are you still in the building? Oh, you did? Oh, well, I need you to... Are you close? Oh. We had a birthday card I needed you to sign.
Tell him it's for somebody in the corporate office.
Yeah. It's, well, we wanted to send it up. It's from Chris Olivero, you know, our director of talk programming. Just sign your name? God. I don't know your signature. So I just put DH? Well, why? Maybe if I... Yeah, that was pretty funny. You have to admit. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. I've fallen for it for 5 years now. You're not stupid. Don't worry about it.
Put him on speakerphone.
Hang on one second.
Oh, is that your cell?
Yeah.
Does it have a speaker on it?
Yeah.
David. Yeah. Stupid. What? Yeah.
Okay, you know, I don't want to be in the radio.
Oh, all right. What are you doing?
I call it Gavin.
Oh, okay. Where are you going?
I'm going home.
Yeah. You're driving after that big shot of whiskey?
And I'm not happy and shocked. I'm stupid for falling for it.
Yeah, okay.
Drunk and irritated.
That was great. Yeah, you're doing.
All right.
No, you've seen these at the circus. They just show how much strength you have in your hand.
All right, pick that up.
Yeah, don't hold it on the ground. Hold on. Right here.
What do I do?
Hang on. We have
This one too?
No, that one works. All right, anytime.
Damn, all right, it's hard to like that? No? Is it going to shock me?
No. Give him the other one, Trey.
Try it again.
It's strong.
Look at Gavin in his office.
What are you doing?
I think he fell out of his chair.
What is it, Gavin?
Why don't you give it a shot?
I've decided against it.
Oh, come on.
Have you ever been zitzed by any of these? I don't think you have. I think you backed out every time. Do it once.
I don't like that.
Well, nobody does.
See what the setting says. No.
Put on low power. Go ahead.
No.
See how strong you are.
Yeah, it's like they have at the circus.
What's that? It's not the issue that he got the piss shocked out of him. You got to throw in afterwards. Hey, you're strong.
Come on, give it a shot.
I'll play it.
No, I want to be in control of this. I don't like the mystery of it. If we play, I don't know if I'm going to get zapped or not.
There you go. Step up, be a man. Push the button. There it goes. Whoosh.
I forget how this works again. I mean, the actual game is, as soon as the music stops, you're the first to mash the button.
Yes.
And if you're too late, then you get zapped.
If you're too early or too late, so just punch it when you're ready.
You got to turn on that one, though.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
They're both on.
Oh,
thank you. I'm not doing that.
Punch the button. It's not going to kill you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I do too many?
Yeah, you have 3 or 4. I may have 4. It's 2.
All right.
Ready to go?
This is stupid.
It's not do it.
No.
Just push the button. It'll be over quick. It doesn't hurt.
I don't have to do this.
I know you don't. None of us have to do it.
You do it.
No, I got shocked 7 or 8 times a while ago.
You should be used to it.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'll do that.
Strength tester. I'll show you.
I got to be GM.
You can tell he's still pissed on the phone. I don't want to be on the air.
How'd the conversation end, Gavin?
Oh, that's fine. He's so mad he fell for it.
He didn't fall for it. He walked into it.
It's a shocking game all over the top of this. They even asked, is this going to shock me? Nah.
Well, especially, and I'm like afraid to touch the other ones. I'm just...
Yeah, Trey's trying to pull the other handle out so the whole thing will work, and Trey won't touch it, giving him the heads up that this is going to shock him. All right.
Oh, man.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, come on. Just put your thumb on the button. There you go. Backing away from it's not going to make any difference. There you go. Press it. Press
it. You really press it.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't hold it with my entire hand. I still got the top part of it. I don't know what it would feel like if you held it with all your fingers.
It hurts.
Go that way. All right, one more time and we'll do news.
Well, no, you've seen these at the circus. They just show how much strength you have.
You're strong.
Have in your hand.
All right, pick that up.
Yeah, now hold it on the ground. Hold on. Right here.
What do I do?
Hang on. We have
This one's it?
No, that one works. All right, anytime.
Jam on it as hard as you can. Like that? No? Is it going to shock me?
No. Give me the other one, Trey.
You're strong.
Look at Gavin in his office.
What are you doing?
I think he fell out of his chair.
What is it, Gavin? All right, we've milked this enough.
Fun every time.
All right, Dan, pick up where you left off.
Okay. In Philadelphia, some say the camera never lies. According to NBC 10, when Harry Hairston checked into one local man's, or when the channel looked into one local man's rage over a red light ticket, they found out the camera might not lie, but it sure can fool you. Red light cameras are supposed to help save lives, not make them more difficult.
Was this the guy that was in a funeral procession?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Carlos,
and the cop even waved him on, didn't he?
Yes. Carlos Verasimo of New Jersey said, "This is not pretty. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong." But according to the people who sent a red light camera ticket last July, he did do something wrong. He got hit with a $100 fine. As soon as you cross that red light, you have to pay the ticket. I understand that, Verisimio said. But he said he was just showing respect to the dead. He said, we were in a funeral procession. There are exceptions to the rules. Pennsylvania law clearly states drivers in funeral processions may proceed past a red light signal or a stop sign. And not only that, a police officer waved him through the red light. The officer is actually on the red light camera ticket. Also visible is a police SUV. Verissimo told the city they made a mistake and even sent them a letter from the funeral home verifying he was in a procession, stating in part...
I don't get how he got the ticket out of that, because in Dallas, they go back, it's actually video. They'll go back and review, 5 seconds. A cop looks at it, and he's the one that issues the citation, as if he actually was there and saw it happen. Somebody would have had to review this and realize that's a procession. And the cop over there is telling him to come on.
Well, if they're actually being reviewed, my guess is they're probably a lot of them being rubber stamped.
Oh. Okay.
Well, in this case, he pointed it out to the city, and they said, well, you need to take that up with the red light camera people. We don't make those cameras, so you have to call them. So he calls them.
Well, no, you wouldn't take it up with the red light camera people. That's just a monitoring device. You're the one that issued the citation.
Yeah,
but that was his argument.
Yeah, but the city did tell Verissimo to, quote, contact the customer service department of American Transportation Systems. And that company then sent Verissimo right back to the city, so it's just bouncing back and forth.
Going back and forth.
I didn't read the end of the story. Ever get resolved?
It hasn't been resolved yet, or has it? I thought at one point they were saying the city was going to take care of it and say, yes, this is a huge mistake, our bad, we'll fix it.
I'm not understanding why they sent him
Doesn't make any sense
to the manufacturer. They didn't write the ticket.
Probably didn't want to deal with him.
Yeah. Do the cops go to the manufacturer and look at it?
Well, but it's going to end up in court, one would presume, the city red light court or whatever.
Well, in Dallas, the videos all go to the cops. And they have a police officer review each one, decides if, he really ran it. So you bring the peace officer element back into it, then he issues a citation. If it's something like a funeral procession, he's going to see that on the video and you don't get the ticket. So either they don't review them there, or if it's right, they just rubber stamp them.
Chris Vogel is the manager of the red light photo enforcement, I guess from the Philadelphia Parking Authority. He said somebody at the police department did not correctly identify this as a funeral procession. So
they didn't look at it.
They rubber stamped it.
Exactly.
Okay.
My question is, why can't you just do this? Instead of all the red light cameras and all the problems, just delay all the lights for 6 seconds. So for 6 seconds...
They're still going to run them. After everybody figures out the timing... Then they know, okay, I got this, I'm going to run it.
Yeah, you've just calculated in your own margin of error for however long the light's going to give you.
I just think after 6 seconds of staring at a red light, it's that moment of, all right, that's yellow, I think I can make it, that catches you. I think if it's 6 full seconds of looking at a red light.
Four red, full stop
instead of
for 6 seconds.
Yeah, instead of you going red, yellow, and then.
I got it. Once they're all red at the same time for a while.
Red for 6 seconds.
Well, then people are going to complain, oh, gee, we're having to sit at lights too long.
Well, then you get the red light cameras and shut up.
That was your idea.
Well, I'm just saying.
And the argument for against the red light cameras, it generates revenue. It generates revenue because you're blowing the light.
Yeah.
There's no...
You're breaking the law.
Short of Everett's argument, he doesn't like it. Why?
Well, a number of reasons. Constitutionally, for one thing, you don't have the right to confront or cross-examine a camera, which is a witness against you.
But you have the police officer that reviewed the tape.
Well, but there again, you see the inherent problem. This case underscores the problem with that, because...
That doesn't mean all of them get rubber stamped?
Well, it doesn't, but it shows a potential problem with this methodology that's not present if you have an actual officer.
Well, you can have
there.
a problem with anything else. He clocked the wrong car, but I got the ticket. You can go back and argue almost anything. That doesn't mean the entire system doesn't have merit.
I'm not saying it's without merit. I'm just saying that it's problematic.
Any part of law enforcement is problematic when you're dealing with criminals. Thank you.
Well, that doesn't really mean anything.
Well, yeah, it does. There's always going to be somebody that's innocent that gets popped because you have to be out there to enforce different aspects of the law. Not everybody gets a ticket for not running a red light.
Well, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
I understand what you're saying. I still think it's problematic for the reasons that I mentioned, and for some that I haven't, one of which is the fact that you don't know when that ticket is issued if the owner of the car is actually driving it or not.
Who cares?
Well, I would care if I loaned my car to someone who ran a red light and...
Well, then they pay the ticket. Yeah. It's not going to go on your driving record anyway.
Well,
it's a civil offense.
But it's going to run with your car, and you're going to be presumed to be the one that's received it.
You get the ticket. You made whoever was driving the car pay the ticket. Doesn't go on your record.
Well, but why should you have to sort out that error?
Because you let somebody drive your car.
I'm just saying you can avoid all of that if you eliminate the red light cameras and have policemen, as they always
We don't have the cash, and we don't want to pay for it.
I do. I think it would be a much better use of our money.
You do, but most people don't. And I'd rather have one cop review 100 red lights as opposed to paying 100 cops. Cost-wise, it just makes more sense.
Well, that's where we disagree.
Well, how can you disagree with that?
Well, because for the reasons that I mentioned, I don't think
that doesn't make any sense. Constitution, when you turn it into civil, your constitutionality changes.
Well, you're exactly right, and that's an inherent problem with the system. If you can call something that is ordinarily criminal civil and then change the rules as a result, that's patently unfair, which again points out yet another constitutional problem. Which
so you'd rather have families
protection
wiped out by somebody popping a light?
Is that what you heard me say?
Yes.
Okay, then sure.
Now, what you got?
That's not what I said.
That's what it's prevented?
I disagree with that. I
don't run red lights now just on the outside chance that there's a camera there.
Well, the other argument that I was starting to make was about equal protection and the fact that you now have sort of a bifurcated system of law in which...
Hold this. I did it. You hold it.
I'm real strong.
Hold it. Do it.
I've done this.
Grab it and squeeze it. Hurry up before it goes off.
Sorry, I'm too late.
Go ahead.
All right.
Grab it. I'd really squeeze it.
You happy now?
What were you telling me?
Something about the Equal Protection Clause. I forget.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
Equal protection under the laws. You essentially have a disparate enforcement mechanism at play now because you have...
Don't go that route because I don't understand it.
Well, you're prosecuting the same conduct, running the red light, in two disparate fashions. You have one set of people that are being punished criminally for it and being given a citation.
And would you agree probably the majority of people that are getting citations really did run the light?
I don't know that. I would say they're presumed innocent under the law. If we're talking about the law.
You don't think... I personally would prefer a picture or video of me doing something as opposed to a person's recollection of it. Because they could, split second, cop might have missed it, and I didn't run it, but he wrote me a ticket. In this instance, you got video.
Doesn't speak to the equal protection argument.
I think there's greater protection in that. Because you've got something documented as opposed to somebody's word.
That's the equal protection argument. You want to hold this again?
Yes.
Okay. The equal protection argument, don't turn it up.
I didn't. There.
All right.
Go ahead while you're talking.
All right. The equal protection argument is essentially an argument that says when you're trying to prosecute two different people for the same offense. Ah! It didn't shock me that time.
No.
It just scared me.
Well, that's okay. The acting was tremendous. Do we need a break? Okay.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Who is that in the hotline?
That is Johnny England.
Okay. What's she want?
I'm assuming to promote some pets.
She don't work there no more.
Today was her last day.
Oh. Johnny.
Thanks, Rob. Rub it in for me.
So today's your last day?
Actually, well, technically, but actually last Friday was my last day in the shelter.
But you're still going to call and pitch the pets?
Actually, I was going to pitch pets for Dallas Animal Services. I was over there today and meeting some of the animals over there and taking some pictures of them. And I'm going to focus my adoption efforts on the dogs and cats at the new city shelter.
Now, are you going to work over there, or are you just going to work?
No. Now, this is just volunteer work right now. Okay. I mean, it's volunteer.
Okay.
I'm on the Animal Shelter Commission for the City of Dallas, so I'm very familiar with the city shelter and been involved in all of that getting built, and know that they just have wonderful animals that truly, truly need adopting.
This is so odd.
Yeah.
That's odd.
It's like Henry Ford hawking Chevrolets.
Well,
they're still animals.
Well, they're still cars, so, these are animals, yeah.
I've had you on the show since, the mid-'90s?
Yeah.
And every time it's been about Operation Kindness, it just...
Yeah, well,
sad.
believe me, it's very odd for me, too. So it goes back to mid-'80s for me with Operation Kindness. So, but, an animal who needs a home is an animal who needs a home. So.
All right, let's see how you do, Turncoat. What do you got?
Well, among the dogs that I met today at the new Dallas City Shelter are Tyler, who is a very sweet little spaniel mix. He is very timid, but once he gets to know you, he's just loving, and he's been there for quite a while. So he really needs somebody to take a look at him. And then they have a beautiful...
Well, hang on. You said he's been there for a while?
Uh-huh.
How long can they stay there before they go away?
Well, if they pass for adoption and stay healthy, they will stay until they're adopted.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought after a certain time they all got it.
Well, these are strays that if no one claims them and if they're not healthy, then they are euthanized. And Dallas, of course, has one of the highest euthanasia rates for a big city. It's over 82% of the animals that come in are put to death. But if they are healthy and friendly and they pass for adoption, then they stay.
I got it. So who's there?
Okay, so Red, who is a really gorgeous Chesapeake retriever, very friendly guy. He doesn't like small dogs, but he loves people. He needs somebody who's experienced with having dogs because he just loves to jump up on you because he's so happy to see you. But he's a gorgeous dog. And then there were two cute little, about 4-month-old little American Staffordshire Terrier or Pit Bull mixed puppies. One's brindle and one's tan-colored. Laverne and Shirley, both little girls, and they're very loving and very sweet. And many, many more.
Okay. And the website, phone number there?
I haven't learned that yet, but it is the City of Dallas. And if you live in Dallas, you can call just 311.
Where's the shelter?
It is on the northeast corner of I-30 and Westmoreland.
Okay. I'll have Dan look it up and we'll pitch it at the end of the show.
Oh, excellent. Great. I'm sorry. I just got back from over there. And
all right, fine. I don't know why that bothers me.
Just because
because I know the animals are still there at Operation Kindness and they still need to be adopted.
And there'll still be people that would be supportive of Operation Kindness.
But it's going to be a lot less. And I don't know how the board of directors calculated that.
I don't think they did.
Unless they had somebody new come into the board and didn't realize all the ancillary benefits of Johnny just being there. Forget what she does. Just her face with the shelter. Maybe they didn't know. And all the people, obviously they didn't. And all the people that donate because of Johnny. And all the people that work there because of Johnny. And the advisory board that the meeting that Trey went to today, there were a lot of people there with franchises that used to support the shelter.
Oh, okay.
And because of Johnny, they may go away.
Yeah, they're going to use
not from Johnny's encouragement, but just because she's not there anymore because the turmoil.
I understand.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that, because it looks so shady from the outside, that you have part of the board of directors that's done all this and won't answer to anyone.
That's the biggest thing, is you can't get answers from anybody. We'll talk to you guys one-on-one. No, you won't. Either you'll have a meeting with all of us, or it's not going to happen. Are you going to say something, Everett?
Well, the sting doesn't fall on the board either. Obviously, it falls on the animals, and that's the unfortunate part, because you're right. People are going to withdraw support, and it's the animals that will suffer.
Okay. Gavin, what's this audio you sent me?
Oh, that is an endorsing of a presidential candidate. You know, we have the big primary coming up, so it's some Jim Wright audio.
Gavin.
Is it really?
Yes.
Why would you do this?
All right, hold on.
It is altogether possible.
Stop it.
All right, I'm going to remind everybody.
Yeah, to shut up.
No.
Gavin, is this real?
Yeah, I got it straight from KRLD Newsroom.
Gavin, this sounds like Droopy Dog.
I'm telling you, I got it from the KRLD Newsroom.
All right. What were you going to say, John?
I was told to shut up.
Well, what is it now?
He and his family live here.
We've had him on the show.
I know we have, and he's been a wonderful guest.
He lost part of his tongue.
Yeah, what was that from?
Cancer, I think.
Oh. It was a card game.
No. I bet part of my soft palate on this hand.
Oh, it's not good.
Altogether possible.
Gross.
It is altogether possible.
A wonderful man that did a lot for us.
I believe I thanked him when he was on the show for everything
did.
that he's done.
You did, repeatedly. He even signed a book for you.
It is altogether possible.
Yeah, at least I could read that.
It is altogether possible that what we do in these next 3 weeks may be the most important things we could do all year for the future of America. It is altogether possible.
John, are you smiling?
No. Not together, all together.
It may be that we will go through the convention with neither across the finish line yet.
I don't know who he endorsed.
I don't think you... No, don't. No. No, don't.
Again? Is it yes?
No.
Thank both.
What? Oh, down. Yes. And?
No.
And? Help me out, Trey.
Do.
And now.
Thank you,
Thank you, God.
Get rid of my chalk pouch.
Oh.
It is.
And now?
Yes.
This. Go. Roll your eyes at me. I'm an idiot. You can't say that. And now?
Yes.
I guess. Play Jim Wright. I can understand him better.
Is this bit dead?
No. I just can't understand.
Yeah.
And now?
Yes.
You address?
Hello?
And now?
I'll announce.
I'll announce. My endorsement? Yes.
Okay.
For the president? Of the United States.
No.
Of the United States. Yes.
It is.
And it is.
Thank you.
Okay. That was so easy.
It may be that we will go through the convention with neither across the finish line yet.
What's the matter, John?
I just got the picture of Droopy Dog.
I've got the same problem. Just him standing by a little podium.
Sorry. And now you're going to announce for you.
I already done that.
You already done that.
You
can't say that.
And now?
And now.
A little number.
A little number.
I'm done with this. It's funny, you're losing a ham.
It may be that we will go through the convention with neither across the finish line yet.
Neither have crossed the finish line yet.
I still don't know who's endorsing. We listen to the first clip.
It is altogether possible that what we do in these next 3 weeks may be the most important things we could do all year for the future of America.
Gavin, who does he endorse?
Oh, I gotta find that out.
We need a break here.
You'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Just cross the line, they speed by it. They don't look back. The Russ Martin Show.
To the Russ Martin Show.
All right. Anything else before we go?
I found out who Jim Wright is endorsing. I'm just going to read what he says about this person, and from this, you tell me who you think he's endorsing. I won't give you the name.
Okay.
Blank has every qualification to be a strong and outstanding president. Intellect, conviction, honesty, dedication, strength, commitment to change. My point is, they're all so white bread. This could be anybody. A proven ability to make change happen. Blank is not only an eloquent advocate who knows and feels the need of average Americans, but a problem solver who understands from intimate working familiarity exactly how to achieve the result we want. Who do you think he's endorsing after all that? Intellect, conviction, honesty, dedication, strength, and a commitment to change.
Big for that.
What?
Big.
B.
Big.
Big.
E.
Big ears.
Big Enos.
Big ears. Who is it?
Hillary.
Is he a Democrat?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that surprising?
No. I think a lot of the, let's say, old guard Democrats are going to go with Clinton's. That's why she'll probably get the nomination just from superdelegates.
Did you know the Pennsylvania governor this last week actually came out and said, most white people probably not going to vote for a black guy. And they nailed him on CNN. The lady got him on and said, let me get this straight. What you're saying is, I have the audio if you care. This is from CNN when he was interviewed.
Is that Rendell?
Yeah, Ed Rendell. Fast Eddie.
Who's Fast Eddie?
Fast Eddie. They call him Fast Eddie because people don't like him.
Oh.
That's a hell of a name for your governor.
Yeah.
What cut?
It's the only one on there.
Okay. What are you laughing at, Chloe?
That's what it would be like Jim Wright. What's it be like him going through a drive-through?
Oh, Jesus.
Have I beat this to death?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Can I take your order? Well, you want a...
Potato head?
Potato? Gems. Tater gems. I believe I got this one. A dilly bar? A dilly bar. Okay. No. Drive around.
Don't want to hear this audio, or should we just go now?
This is not funny.
Okay. Ready, Chuck?
Got it.
All right, let's go. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any question you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info.
Have you seen the video?
Hold on, Chuck.
You've seen the video going around on
Chuck ain't paying attention. Go ahead.
On the web, somebody's taking a picture of the little wheelchair kid.
Which wheel?
The kid that's in the front of the tractor trailer.
Oh,
truck.
they get jammed to the front of the...
Yeah, they've taken that still picture, and they made the background go by it real fast. They put a case of quarters in his lap. To this song, he's stepping it down. I laughed until I weed myself. It's so funny.
Somebody send me the link after the show.
I have it. I'll send it to you.
All right.
To instant email the show and only during the show, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danentasos.com, djclo.com, treytrenholm.com, and for Chuck on the keyboards, chuckweek.com. To reach Everett Newton, the rock and roll attorney, call his office at 214-823-LAWS or his website, dallasattorney.com. The official caterer of the Russ Martin Show is Sugar Babies Barbecue.
Somebody sent me the link.
You find nice. Turn the audio up, it helps.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is that all it is? Is that just one shot to the entire thing?
Yeah, but it's really all it has to do.
And they just took it and they shook it a little bit, make the background move so it looks like he's actually... Do you want to close?
It's like in the real show, he's got to deliver coolers.
Yeah, he got coolers in the mouth. Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead, Chuck.
Limo service is provided by
Limo. What? Hold on. I want to do the flaming sombrero one more time before we went.
Okay.
It's already loaded. Chloe, put it on. Wireless mic, headphones.
Hey, do you want to go out there and light it?
Yeah, anybody that's got free hands. Dan? Yeah, go out there. Do you got the plugs so you can finish?
I don't have them now.
Okay. Dan brought them.
Thank you.
All right, get the sombrero. Let's go. Hurry up. You want to hear David Henry again?
I do. Please.
Yes. I'll do this while they're setting up.
Okay.
Are we being too eclectic?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's always fun to shock the general manager. They just show how much strength you have in your hand.
All right, pick that up.
Yeah, now hold it on the ground. Hold on. And I just asked him, why don't you take the shocking, or the lie detector? No, that shocks. Okay. Well, what's this over here? That's a strength tester. I'll do that. All right, well.
Never mind sitting around all the other shocking stuff.
No way for me to trick you. Right here.
What do I do?
Hang on. We have,
This one too?
No, that one works. All right, anytime.
Jam on it as hard as you can. Like that? No? Is it going to shock me?
No. Give him the other one, Trey.
Right again.
You're strong.
Look at Gavin in his office. I think he fell out of his chair.
What is it, Gavin? All right, you guys ready outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, go ahead. Chuck.
Yeah, go. Oh, God! Oh, God!
the official limo service for the Russ Martin Show. It's provided by Limo George. It's limogeorge.com. Russ gets his guitars from the Guitar Center. It's guitarcenter.com. And the official liquor store of the Russ Martin Show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. And, of course, the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right, see you guys Monday. Bye.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.
Russ Martin Show.